every time I hear I Know Who I Be, all I can think about is the gospel song I Know Who I
I
Am.
know who I
And my
am.
brain is
I
trying
know
to
what I am.
separate these two.
You know, Pepe,
It's not
do you know how
working.
that's the only thing that's also been stuck in my head?
I think Tems, when it comes to immersion into the US market, especially the African American cultural space and sphere, I don't think it gets more. Yeah, I don't think you're getting like you're one of us than being part of a tribute to Lauryn Hill, right?
In general, it is kind of hard because, you know, we've pivoted into this new industry where everything depends on content. Like, everything is based on content, and I'm kind of introverted, so it's very hard. So I had to learn how to get myself out of my comfort zone and do the needful. So I'm still trying to figure the whole thing out. But so far, I have a really good team. So they've been making things a lot easier on me.
The only good thing that I've seen in this announcement is 13 tracks. That's the only good thing.
I was about to focus on that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another ATTW space. I am so excited to be back, man. It's been a minute, as you can tell. And yeah, man, we have a lot to cover today, and I'm excited, bro. But Belema, how you doing? How's everyone doing? What's the energy saying?
Everybody's excited. Slickback was asking about if you're giving us playlist. But yeah, we're excited. So we were talking earlier.
Yeah.
TT Top 10, Africaine, BET Awards,
Yep.
new music.
BET,
There's a lot
for sure.
to talk about.
Yeah, did everyone catch
A
BET
lot to talk
yesterday?
about. Yep. Well, I did, but we can jump into that.
Okay.
We can jump into that in a second. We should probably kick off with TTC.
Yeah, let's definitely kick off with TTC. But appreciate everyone that's tuned in. You guys feel free to come up on stage as usual. Yeah, man. Slickback, what's up?
Hi, Ima. Welcome back.
Thanks, my bro.
How was your paternal leave?
Omo. We thank God, man. We thank God, honestly.
Yeah.
Full experience, but yeah, we thank God.
Yeah. So we all agreed. I'm not sure if you listened to last week, but
yes,
we all said that you have to come back to give us your playlisting options. Now that you're a father, that you cannot play some certain songs around your beautiful child.
So they said, essentially, Emmanuel, the
yeah.
ask is that you're gonna give us
recommendations.
No, you're gonna give us fatherhood playlists. That's what they.
I know.
I
definitely listened and heard. I haven't had time yet to look into that specifically. But we'll get back to that very soon. I'll probably hold me to it.
Yeah, but I'm sure Ozeba is inside. I'm sure.
Oh man, I think it was about it's take a while. It's take a while before it gets to the short list, you know. To take a minute. Anyway, guys, appreciate you all for holding it down. Obviously, it's been a few weeks away, and yeah, obviously listening in and tapping in on all the interviews that we've had recently, especially the missed one from last week. We have a special guest as well tonight, so I'm looking forward to meeting Africaine. And yeah, man, we are gonna kick off with the top 10 as per TTC, as per usual, you know, as per tradition. I know I've been definitely been keeping up with the list, but I mean, I know it's been between Black Bones, Odumo, and Ashake still dominating the top 10. But any predictions this week? Any feelings? Any thoughts about the songs that might have a statement today?
Sorry to interrupt you. The second name on the list was not dominating Shampoo Person.
LOL. Any thoughts? Any predictions this week for you guys?
I just want to see how Tornado is doing. That's my big thing.
Yes, Ayra Tornado. Yeah, I remember that. It's a lot of music I have to actually catch up to. It's gonna be next week for sure. But yeah. But anyway, since we don't have too many predictions, we're gonna jump right into some of the activity outside of the top 10. Bloody Civilians Space Fuji with Bodge and Terry Aquala enters a new peak of number 13 on this week's chart. Nice to see Bloody Civilian outside again. First Class and Jazz World. Samani, I think that's how you say it. Samani debuts at number 16. Okay, need to tap into that for sure. Bissy Manuel's Anu lifts to a new peak of 19 in its 5th week on the chart. It is one of the few gospel songs to reach the top 10 of the official singles chart. Shout out to the gospel scene, man. Represent. We thank the Lord. All right, man. We're gonna get into the top 10 this week, man. Rounding out this week's top 10. At number 10. At number 10, we have Shakira and Burna Boy. Day FIFA 2026 World Cup song drops from number 7 to number 10 in a 6th week on the chart. Okay. Nice to see Burna Boy on the global stage yet again. Obviously we can't escape that song. You can't escape that song after every World Cup or at the beginning of every World Cup game. Record is ringing loud. At number 9 we have Victoni with Fresh. Okay, one of the very, very exciting Victoni snippets that ended up dropping as a single, and I'm sure have we gotten the new one yet, Velma? Have you gotten the other Slick record? Is that out yet?
No, it's not out yet.
Oh, okay, all right. But you know, Victoni's on the tear, man.
He's finishing us with snippets.
He's on the freaking tear. But anyway, Fresh is a fire record at number 9 this week. Moving up to number 8, ladies and gentlemen, we have Energy. Actually, no, we don't have Energy. Number 8. Actually, yes, I'm correct. We have Wande Coal with his 5th top 10 entry on top 100 with Energy. While Marvel Records is 8th top 10 entry for this one. I think that's the record with Tiwa Savage, Energy, with Marvel and Wande Coal jumps to a new high of number 8 in its 4th week on the official singles chart. Okay, the song tallied 87.4 million in radio airplay impressions, making it number 1 on radio, and 314,000 on-demand streams, making it number 104 on streaming. It is Tiwa's 12th top 10 entry on the official singles chart. Among female artists, only Ayra Starr is with 21 that has more. All right, so that is Tiwa, Energy, Marvel, and Wande Coal. Okay, I was trying to remember what was the name of that song, but yes, it makes sense here. Shout out to Mommy Jam. Okay, nice to see her here again. Moving up to number 7, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ayra Starr's Tornado rising to a new peak of number 7 on its 2nd week, with 1.03 million on-demand streams, making it number 17 on streaming, and 66.42 million in radio reach, making it number 4 on radio. All right, that's what's up to our Sabi boys and Sabi girls. How are you feeling about Ayra 2nd week to a new peak?
I needed to keep climbing. 21 songs on the top 10.
Mad.
Love it for her.
Mad. That's crazy. Crazy record for Ayra. All right, man. We're moving up from number 7 to number 6 this week. At number 6, we have Ashake's Money Can't Buy Happiness remains at number 6 for yet another week. MCBH from his latest album, Money, at number 6 this week. Moving up to number 5, another record that has been ringing loud for most of the year since its release. We have SARS and Benson with Back Outside, holds at number 5 after topping the chart for a single week. All right, nice to see SARS and Benson yet again. At number 4, ladies and gentlemen, we have Ashake yet again with a former number 1, Gratitude, steady at number 4 for yet another week. Okay, however, it remains the most streamed song in the country with 3.15 million on-demand streams. So that's number 1 on streaming. Okay, Ashake with Gratitude at number 4 on this week's top 100 on TTC. How are you feeling about Gratitude still having a presence, especially on streaming? To be how many weeks in to be number one? It's crazy. How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Landlord
We love
man.
it.
Landlord man, streaming for sure. All right, moving up to number three. Number three. Black Bones and Asake yet again, Landlord yet again, bro. With Chanel. Slips from number 3. After topping the charts for four consecutive weeks. It tallied 2.3 million on-demand streams, making it number 3 on streaming and 75.1 million on radio. In radio airplay impressions, making it number 3 on radio. The difference between the top 3 songs on this week's chart is one of the tightest ever in chart history. Okay, so I'm excited to get into the top 3 that we do have this week. So at number 3 was Asake and Black Bones with Chanel. Moving up to number 2. Drum roll. Any thoughts, any predictions? Who's number 2?
Forgiveness.
Okay, interesting. Veloma, do you have any shout? I don't know if you
I have
you've
0
peaked.
shouts.
Okay. Anyway, before we get into the top 2, a very, very tight top 2. Let's do a quick recap on this week's top 10. All right, at number 10, ladies and gentlemen, it was Die, or how do you say it? Day, with Shakira and Burna Boy. At number 10. At number 9, we have Victoni with Fresh. At number 8, we have Tiwa Savage, Energy, featuring Marvel and Wande Coal. At number 7, we have Tornado by a girl Ayra. At number 6, we have Ashake's MCBH. Number 5, Back Outside by SARS and Benton. Number 4, Ashake again with Gratitude. Number 3, Black Bones and Asake with Chanel. And at number 2, ladies and gentlemen, lifting to a new peak in its 4th week on the top 100, we have Young John with Elumelu. Okay, at number 2 this week, the song tallied 2.16 million on-demand streams, making it number 4 on streaming, and 82.2 million in radio reach, making it number 2 on radio. It has moved to a higher position every week since its debut. Thoughts, feelings, expectations? Was this here? Is this a surprise for y'all to see the latest Young John record, Elumelu, up here? How are you feeling?
I just love that song. Like, I see the money coming. I love the song, and I have several thoughts, but let's finish the list.
All right. I mean, to probably be a pleasant surprise for some of y'all, but maybe. But Elumelu is up there, man. Shout out to Young John on that one. And then we'll get to this week's number 1, ladies and gentlemen. As you can expect at this point, Ashake's Forgiveness returns for a 3rd non-consecutive week at number 1. All right, Ashake's Forgiveness did 2.83 million on-demand streams, making it number 2 on streaming, and 64 million in radio reach, making it number 7 on radio, logging a 3rd non-consecutive week at number 1 on the Nigeria Top 100. As a result, Asake has now spent 22 weeks at number 1 in the 25 weeks of 2026. I'll say that again. As a result, Asake has spent 22 blood clot weeks at number 1 in the 25 weeks of 2026 across 5 entries. We have Jogodo with Wizkid with 9 weeks at number 1. We had Worship with DJ Snake, which had 5 weeks at number 1. Chanel with Black Bones had 4 weeks at number 1. Forgiveness with 3 weeks at number 1. And then Gratitude with 1 week at number 1. The only non-Asake song that was number 1 in 2026 so far are CK and Marvel's Body, which was number 1 in the first week of 2026. We had Show Day and For Love is Paparazzi, which had was number 1 for 1 week. And then we had Benson and SARS Back Outside, which was number 1 for 1 week as well. Asake holds the record for the most weeks at number 1 by any artist in a single year. 23 weeks at number 1 in 2023 across 5 entries. Crazy.
Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
I invite to space
Africane
Africane.
is up. Africane is up. What's good? New
Where's my
project out.
soundboard?
Hey, can you
New
guys hear
project out.
me?
New project out. New project out. Yeah, we can.
Lovely.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
Welcome. Congrats on
Thank
the
you.
project. Congrats on the EP.
For me
Welcome
this
to.
time. Let's go.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
How
So
y'all doing?
we're
Doing well.
good.
Doing well.
We are very happy to have you here. We are very happy to, have you amongst us and come and speak with us. You dropped a project on Friday for me this time.
Yep,
And my
yep.
first question for you, Africane, how does it feel to be selfish?
It feels amazing. That's a good question. But yeah, it feels amazing. And honestly, yeah, that's what the project was about. Just a coming of age thing, where I had to realize that I have to like put myself first, prioritize myself. So yeah, it feels really good. Finally.
This EP is beautiful content. We'll get into the music, but I want to first start unusually backwards. You have music videos, and I watched the music videos, and I said, you know what, this is somebody that understands what's going on here. How was it shooting those videos? How much work went into it? I know one of the videos is with it's with the feature artist on the album, Nonso Amadi. Give
Yes.
It Away. How was it shooting both the Give It Away music video and the Give Me Love music video?
Honestly, I first want to say like Nonso is so amazing. He's so chill and down to earth, and that was honestly like a breath of fresh air. So he made that shoot like very like breezy. So it was a lot of fun. In general, it is kind of hard because we've pivoted into this new industry where everything depends on content. Like everything is based on content, and I'm kind of introverted, so it's very hard. So I had to learn how to get myself out of my comfort zone and do the needful. So I'm still trying to figure the whole thing out. But so far, I have a really good team. So they've been making things a lot easier on me. So yeah.
That's very nice. For the Give Me Love music video, I really loved the concept of that video. The black and white with you standing out in the red. Beautiful.
Thank
Um,
you.
One of my favorite parts specifically of the video is and just of the song itself as well. It's like the Igbo. The Igbo was like, popping out. It was showing up. It was doing the Lord's work. How
Yes.
was it? How was it like writing in Igbo, singing in Igbo, doing all of that? Like, how did that come across for you?
Yeah, I just wanted to show a piece of me. A lot of people don't know that I'm Igbo, I guess because of my artist name. So
Yeah, they don't. They
when
don't
you're
realize.
frustrated, you speak
Even
in
one
your
name
mother
wine.
tongue.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Okay, you didn't notice.
My bad.
but yeah, when you're frustrated, you always speak in your mother tongue. So like I just wanted to show that like bruh, just chill out. Like so yeah, that was pretty much what went into it. But yeah, I'm an Igbo girl.
Love it. I think that song is beautiful. Obviously, we got your single early, what was it? Live life,
Live life,
love
yes, yes,
life.
yes.
Yes. And so I
Yeah.
remember hearing that song, and I was like, again, Africane cannot miss. And so now you've given us a project, and we are very happy that you have done this for us, and we are very happy that you have done something for yourself. In being selfish, you blessed us. So
Aw, thank
it
you.
worked out. So there are 8 songs on this project. And you've spoken about how it was like working with Nonso on the video, but how was it like putting that exact collaboration together? How was it putting that song together?
Um, that song with So you're asking about the project or the collaboration with Nonso?
The
Like,
collaboration with Nonso first.
oh, so yeah, that song has been in the hard drive for a while. So I didn't even know it was going to be like a feature. One day I just woke up. I see featuring Nonso Amadi. I don't know what decided to strike him to get on that song. I was like, what? And I listened to it and I was just like, this guy, he even like ate me up on my own song. So yeah, it was supposed to be like a single, but I believe it was pitched to him and he just decided to hop on it and it was amazing. It was so much better. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Lovely, lovely. And then, like, for some of the other songs on the album, like, so there's the actual song For Me This Time, like, picking that even as the project title, like, what was it about that song? What was it about putting that song together that jumped out to you?
Yeah, so like if you really listen, I just feel like the whole project to me was about coming to terms with reality. So like you've gone through the anger phase, you've gone through the denial phase, and it's just like that last part of like acceptance. Like this is what it is. No matter what I wanted it to be, this is where we are now. And guess what? I'm not gonna die. Like I have to keep it pushing and I have to live for me. So that was where the title like came out from.
Yeah. Yeah. So for anybody who hasn't gotten a chance to listen, some of the songs on the project are Before, For Me This Time, Burn, There For You, Whatever, Give Me Love, Give It Away, and Live Life. And one of the things that actually I loved about this project is that as somebody that has been listening to you for a little bit, it's been very interesting to see how far you've come from when we first heard you, and it's so exciting to see like all the things you've achieved so far. And so like what are your hopes and expectations that you want people to take away from this project?
I put a lot of my heart into my music. I pour a lot into it emotionally, so I just want listeners to feel what I feel like when I'm recording. I believe like music is like a spiritual thing, and I just want people to feel what I feel. I want people to listen to me and relate. And I've gotten a couple messages like that were like, yeah, like this got me through a hard time, and I think that's so cool because that's really what I'm going for. Life is hard. Like it's not always funs and giggles and stuff. So I feel like real music is important and I just want to make real music.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I was gonna say that, like, over the years, you've featured with a lot of different artists as well, and you've done your own thing. So, like, what is it like when, like, at least up until this point, a lot of your singles have been just you by yourself, speaking to everybody and speaking to us, but you've had the opportunity to, like, feature on other artists' projects. Would you consider yourself like somebody that wants to do more of that, or do you just like the ability to just speak
Oh,
your own voice?
I'm definitely open to features for sure. There's a lot of people I want to work with currently.
Who
And
are
I
the
just
people
want
on your
to
list?
my list. I want to work with the cavemen so bad. I want to work with Mint. I want to work with Oxlade. I want to work with Show Them
Shush.
Cam.
I'm hearing
I
those
want to
names. I'm
work
hearing the record
with.
already. It's gonna be insane.
I need I
Insane.
need her on a record with SDC now. In fact,
Yes,
SDC
yes.
should be,
yesterday.
Someone
yeah.
send a message. I'm available.
Nah, SDC, the men's
But yeah,
one, the Oxlade one, R&B gold. I love it. I love it.
yeah. That's like what I'm crossing my fingers one day.
It will work out for
Speaking
sure,
it
for
into
sure.
the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Manifesting.
Yeah.
yeah. Over the years, you've dropped like some of my favorite songs: "How Far," "One Chance," "Mr. Lover." Like, you're good at this. You're true to this. You
No,
know.
like I really want to take this opportunity to really bless you for, bringing how far into existence. I don't think
How
you know
far
how
is
you
that
changed
song?
my life.
How far is that
Really?
song? How
Yeah,
far is that song?
Alpha is
See,
the record, though.
the
Alpha is the
first
record.
time I played that record for a certain special person in my life, let's just say their life was changed. You are changing people's lives. I'm trying to make you
Yeah,
understand.
Alpha was that song.
Alpha is a evergreen record, honestly, to
Yeah.
this day.
Oh,
To this
thanks, guys. That's really nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
how far is that song? Kind of like how far will always be that song. So shout out to you for real, for real. I think now that the project is out, like, what should we be expecting from you? Like, should we be expecting shows? What should we like? What should people have their eyes out for?
Just expect me to keep evolving. Like I just want to continue evolving. I want to keep growing. I just want to reach more people. So yeah, expect me to be in front of your screen more.
For sure.
Expect me to be out there more, outside of my studio. But yeah, that's what you should expect from me.
Lovely,
Higher heights.
lovely. I'm gonna open it up to other people to ask
Yes.
questions
Just
as
before you
well.
open it up, Elema, I wanted to say hello. Hi, Africaine. What's good?
Hi.
It's been a minute. Obviously, big fan of your work. Been able to cover it since how far? Since obviously Jai. I think Taj definitely plugging us in to your work with the first release. I think that came across was Jai, and then immediately you're sold on the artist with that R&B feel and flair that you have. I think you are definitely one of the best voices that we do have in this space. So big ups to you on that front. First
Thank
off.
you.
But you've kind of obviously you've been dropping singles. You've been in that single mindset, or at least in that phase of your career, where you're trying to like see what works, see what the audience is gravitating towards. How does it now feel to be able to release like a full blown, like, granted the compilation of singles that you've had before in lots of sense, but just to have a body of work outside, since the inception of professionally doing this. How does that feel for you?
It feels good. Sometimes it's hard for me to sit in the present and
Right,
like, congratulate myself and enjoy like the progress. And I just feel like there's so much more work that I need to do.
right,
But it does feel good. I have a body of work that I'm satisfied with. I'm happy with. This is music that I would listen to if I didn't know me, and
right.
that's always been my goal. So it does feel good. I feel solidified. I feel like I'm an artist now.
Okay. And I guess does
But
that,
yeah.
like, feeling like an artist now, does that connect to you coming outside more now? Because you said earlier that you're kind of introverted, kind of shy. Like, do you feel like
Yeah.
the idea of even putting out a project kind of even is informing you to kind of grow in other aspects of being a quote unquote personality? Because today's day and age of music, you definitely need to have a front facing connection with your fans. How does that feel to be more outside, having an interview now? For sure, I'm sure you're gonna do more interviews, but how does that how does
Yeah,
that
this
how does
this
that feel?
project is like, yeah, this project is like my baby. So like I have to definitely hawk it. It's like I have to do right by it. So definitely
Right.
I need to be outside. There's a lot of work on ground, but I now I'm happy that I have something to present to people. I have something to present in conversations.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely solidified that part for me.
No, for sure, for sure. I haven't had a chance, unfortunately, to tap into it, but I'm looking forward to this, to my next live stream to really take it in. Obviously, I knew some of the singles going in, but I'm really, really excited, especially for the Nigerian Canadian space. Seeing you link up with like Nonso Amadi as well was a dope look, and I'm excited to hear the project, man. And big ups to you for sure. Big
Thank
ups, big ups,
you.
big
Thank
ups,
you.
big
And
ups.
congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna open the floor to any other questions.
I have had an opportunity to listen to the entire project. I thought it was beautifully done. I already have some of my favorite songs already. Burn is one of them. I'm listening to Burn and I'm like, is African talking about she wants to do some Jasmine Sullivan, bust somebody's windows out their car?
Hell yeah.
I was like, I dare your back, go for it. But yeah, Burn is one of my favorites on there. There for You as well. Really love the record with Nonso Amadi as well. But Yeah, like I don't have any questions, just more like, like a really, good job, well done. Really speaks to kind of where you are. Like I kind of get this sense of like a person who's just, being more assertive and self-assured about who she is and where she is and all that stuff. So it's a good body of work. And if anybody hasn't listened, go and listen to it. That's what I can say.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Is Ginger back? I felt like we got some emojis out of him. All right. Any other questions for Africane tonight? In the meantime,
Anybody?
yeah.
Anybody else?
In the meantime, I was gonna ask as well. I don't know if you've gotten too much context into your like say musical background. Who I guess how would you say you could describe your foundation of music? Obviously, you can from hearing you can feel like it's like strictly R&B, but I'm trying to get a sense of what has informed your music overall. Growing up, was it church? Was it just R&B like you growing up, or just the environment you were in? Just plug us back into what made your sound today, basically.
Yeah, it was a lot of R&B. It was a lot of gospel. Most
Nice.
of most of us most of us grew
Yeah,
up in
for
the church.
sure, for sure. With those vocals, for sure, you definitely had to get the gospel
Yeah, so
stamp.
that is definitely a fundamental part of my sound.
Nice, nice.
So that's what shape. So I kind of have like a different approach to music in general. I have like a more vocal approach, which is like fun, like merging that with also the Afro
Mm-hmm.
angle. So, but that's kind of like my edge. That's kind of my distinct type of vibe.
Mad, mad. And which are there any artists in particular that you kind of suggest or you kind of say that really, really helped shape your sound as well?
Yeah, I listened to Alicia Keys a lot growing up.
Okay.
I listened to a lot of Kiera Sheard, Tamla Man.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, I listen to like
These are
These are
vocalists.
yeah. These are
yes.
our voices.
These
These
are
are our
people that
voices.
use their voice to do
These are our
interesting and
voices.
amazing things.
Which
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Which makes sense. And
I'm very much into vocals. Yeah.
sure. Nice, nice, nice. All right, and there's no Wande Coal sneak in there. I feel like there's something that
Oh,
feels
definitely,
something feels
definitely.
very
If I
Wande
give
there.
you my list, we'll be here till tomorrow. Wande Coal is like the blueprint for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, nice, nice, nice. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Um, yeah, I think we've definitely are excited about. I'm excited about typing today album. I don't know if anyone else has had a chance. I know Pepper definitely locked in. Anyone else on stage having locked in on the project just to get some sense of how they felt about it.
I overlocked in. In fact, I locked in so much I was watching videos.
Nice,
That's
nice,
how locked
nice.
in I
That's
was.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Red looks good on you.
Yeah, funny enough, I really didn't wear red that much before, but I'm finding myself wearing it more now.
Yeah, that's cute. It's very
Nice.
cute. Very cute.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions for Africane? Lovely people. Okay, do we, even if you don't have questions, do you have like comments? Give her word of encouragement. You
I have
know.
comments.
Okay, you have comments, you don't have questions. Please
Yeah,
go ahead,
yeah,
Dante.
I have amazing job comments. I didn't even. I'm just realizing it's an album. I didn't clock that. Um, I had my Nonso Amadi question, but Belema took it, so I can't
Makes
answer
sense.
anymore.
Makes
Hence
sense.
why, hence why I was very quiet. Um, but yeah, I'm not. I'm kind of salty right now. So yeah, African, this is an amazing body of work. I definitely have a bunch of people in mind that I want to put on to this. Um, yeah,
Nice.
can't wait to see where it goes and where, you know, when this like connects with more people, I believe we can go crazy because Burn might end up being like one of the top songs of this year from anything I've read so far. And that's just like it for me. If this stranger's words like mean anything. But let me try and ask a question, but it's not music related. What does African do outside of music when she's, not making records? The things that end up, you know, coming up in the studios later.
Wow.
Good question.
I work. I work in mental health. Um, I go to church. That also shapes a lot about how I think. I like to read. I like to travel. That's pretty much it. I
I
like
was
adventures.
I was gonna say, working in mental health, is that how you knew the men ain't shit?
Yeah, so that's how you know
Don't worry, I
by
figured.
their fruits.
Wait, do people go to mental health this thing for?
Wahala.
Is it meant that has
Please.
is it meant that hey God, I don't die.
All I can say is
You
Nigerian
know,
men are
I think
misunderstood.
I think I'm about to like. I'm not glad I asked that question because I think mental health, like, at least if you grew up in Nigeria, is like one of the most understated things, and it's not giving like a different perspective to the music. And if you're telling me that that's part of the reasons that the things that shape the music, I don't know if this is correct, but I've often heard that when people are well therapized, they end up being, "Oh, I choose me first," and it could come off as selfish to like others who have benefited off them. And this is very similar to what's written on the album cover. Am I right or am I wrong?
Like you're saying that me having a background in mental health is what's leading to me prioritizing myself.
Does it play? No, I'm just drawing like parallels, not necessarily
Yeah,
like
like
they have to
definitely,
cross,
it's
but
definitely
yeah,
related.
okay,
But
that's
in as
what.
much as someone might see it as selfish, I feel like when you pour into yourself, when you take care of yourself, everyone around you gets a better version of you.
Word, word, word.
Except the people who are benefiting from when you were not prioritizing yourself.
I guess
Right.
so, but those people shouldn't be around anyway.
Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah.
No, for real.
So yeah, thank you.
That's that's very well said, for sure. Prioritize yourself so you can be the best version for everyone else. And that's critical.
I
Yeah,
think Ginger
Taj?
is back. I want to ask. I'll ask after Ginger.
Ginger, are you finally back?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
MTN is making me fight for my life. But you won't make that 30 plus Joe. Congratulations, you go make that 30 plus Joe. Anyways, Africaine, yeah, dope stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Dope stuff. I love singers anyway, so I'm an R&B buff, so I love people who are vocalists, people who can sing. So you're going to definitely be stuff that I'm going to put on rotation to listen to every time. I just wanted to like find out about your producer bag. It seems like you had a little bit of production credit on your tape. Tell me, is production like part of something like you really like? Do you like to be hands-on with the music as well, to in terms of both arrangement and all of that? Because it seems like you kind of played that part too in this.
Can you guys hear
Yes,
me?
we can. Did you hear Gingerbread's
Oh, yes, we
question?
can. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, sure.
Sorry,
The
sorry.
dad
The
jokes
dad
are
jokes
just,
are in.
they're just
Sorry, sorry,
flying.
sorry.
Can you
I
hear
gotta
They're
Well,
just
man,
I
just
gotta
leave
be
me alone.
quiet.
flying. No, but
You guys have been sick of me.
African Gingerbread was asking about your producer bag, that he saw the production credit on your project, and how like Gingerbread, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were saying like how she's pursuing production. Yes. So
Yeah, like I'm asking if she's like very hands-on as regards her records and stuff. Like, seems like she's very into production too as well. Like, how involved is she?
Taj also had your question. What's your question?
It was for African, but she's not even. She's
Ask a
tell she has
question.
something. She can't hear me.
I ask a
What
question. Don't worry.
No, I wanted to ask her what she has coming next. She should update us.
Mm, mm.
Yeah,
Okay,
what's
I think
happening?
she had to leave. She'll come back in a second, but
Yeah.
I will ask her. Go.
Guys, I
You
think
also
my
notice
kind of
that Algeria
going
makes
in
some
and
master
out.
mistakes.
Well, I
Are
think
you
Oh
she's
guys
yeah,
back. I think she's back.
now?
you're back now. You were going in and out. Like,
Yeah, sorry.
sorry. Okay, real fast. Two questions for you. The first one is you have production credit on your project, and you seem to be in your production bag. Is that something you're chasing? What does that look like for you? And yeah, well, answer that first. Yes.
So yeah, I do like to involve myself in production. I don't want to. I mean, I can't speak for the future. I definitely want to learn a couple new things because it helps me grow as an artist. But yeah, my production credit was on Whatever. We made that in LA. It was a lot of fun. That was one of the songs we got to make from scratch. And yeah, I think every artist should know something about production, should know something about mixing and mastering because there's a lot of things that like you have to know the language for, like things that you want to change or having ideas and being able to put them in words, even if it's just relating them to the producers and engineers. So that was pretty much what got me into that field. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. But definitely expect to see more collaborations from me, especially in terms of my music.
Lovely, lovely. And then the second question was, what should we, well, we asked a version of this before, but now, like, what next? What next should we be expecting? Like, do you have another song dropping for us? Another project? Like, what should we be looking forward to?
I would just say stay tuned. There is always something going on with me. There's always something going on with me, but I'm outside. So don't get tired of me because I'm going to be here to stay.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Nice, nice, nice. This was fun getting to meet Africane. Obviously, been following your music for such a long time. Get to see you outside more, and obviously having the body of work. Big congrats to that, and hopefully, you don't become a stranger in this space, man. Open invitation for any time, please. But yeah, appreciate you making time for us today. And
Thanks for having me, guys.
yeah, for sure, and all the best for the
Thank you,
release.
thank you. Come back anytime.
Yes,
Okay, I'll take you guys up on that.
for
You
sure.
guys, please, everybody, go listen to For Me This Time. It is Africane's debut EP.
Let's go.
Go check it out.
Nice, nice,
Thanks,
nice, man.
everyone. Yep,
Dope,
yep,
dope.
yep. Okay.
Lots of new music outside of
Before we get
Africane.
into,
Yeah,
yeah, before we get into new music,
yeah.
um, the BT Awards. Actually, wait, Gingerbread, do you have something to say?
Yeah, have you guys skipped the Davido album stuff?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
we
didn't
did.
skip it.
I mean, we
Did
didn't
we?
skip it, but
We didn't
sorry,
skip it. But
I didn't hear the question. But yeah,
no,
we
he was
I
definitely
wanted,
asked if we skipped Davido's album
gotcha,
announcement.
gotcha.
We
We
spoke
did
about
skip
it.
Yeah, we
it.
spoke about it. Yeah, we didn't skip it.
Yeah, we did skip it. Did you have something to add to
okay,
it?
yes, I wanted to chime in quickly,
Okay,
shortly.
Mm-hmm.
You
go ahead.
know how our guy went on a was he a podcast? No, it's not. Yeah, it's a podcast and slash interview,
Yeah,
and said, "The like going to be doing mbo mbo mbo."
yeah,
Now
yeah,
he's
yeah,
coming to tell us that
yeah.
he
Yeah.
doesn't want to be doing. He said he's coming to tell us now that he wants to be doing only African. I'm coming back. I'm not. David is such a confused guy. I don't know what's wrong with David.
But wait, it's three steps umbele umbele.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's even confusing because he's doing I know who I be, but he's saying he wants to
But it's a
come
pop
back.
song. He makes pop music.
Wait,
He's,
I mean,
I know YB
it's
record
trying
is
to
three
touch the
steps.
African sounds now. Three steps is African sounds, and it's trying to touch it. I don't see how confusing this is.
but he has been doing, he did a piano in the previous one now.
I don't think
You
the
don't
word
understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah, my
okay.
piano.
the five projects still
I
has
don't
the
think the
influence of
word
the
here is
Western sounds, the
confusing.
US sounds. Now he's trying to do 100% African. The five
No,
projects, that's his last
I
song.
don't think the word is confusing
You guys,
90.
you
90,
guys,
to be clear, what really the word is contradictory. That's what Davido is being contradictory. Whether you want to say
exactly.
is African or Western or not too African or is African or is three step and long billion, whatever you want to call it, he's contradicting himself, right? You can't say, oh, you don't have to do what is ideally your description an African sound and come back and say, well, what I'm giving to you guys 2 years in a row or two drops in a row or projects in a row is I'm gonna give you a true African sound. Like at the end of the day, he's contradicting himself. It doesn't mean the music will not be good. It doesn't mean the music will not like be popular or anything. I think the project will be fine. I just think it's a lot of the times where we'll do this thing where they say can never be me, and then 100% 5 months later is always you.
See,
So he
Never
never
the
had
case.
to say
And
can I
also
respond? Can I respond?
and sorry, just to add to it, brother man, it's also going to be interesting to see because I think maybe this statement is also him like looking back at his material and saying, "Oh, I wasn't African enough in those moments." It's probably him. So he might find a way to get away with that contradiction, by not describing his earlier material as African enough. He might say, "Oh, I probably
But
needed to do
I
right."
disagree on that. I
It's
disagree
a
a little bit on
possibility.
that.
I'm
Why?
not saying it's the fact here. I don't know what's in his head.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's the fact either. Yeah, I know. But I'm saying if he even goes that route and say he wasn't African enough in those albums, it will still be contradictory and still lies because what's more African than saying I'm on a label, they know they see me. I don't know, like what is more African than that? Like what else do you want to do? I don't get you were literally in the bush wearing animal prints, running
No,
around in the
Ginger,
video.
I can tell you
That's
what's
Ginger.
not
more
African.
African
I
than
feel
that.
like, I feel like.
Hold on, Naivy, hold
All
on, give
right,
me
all
one
right, all
second.
right.
I can tell you what's more African than that. If he said, I'm unavailable, they know they see him, but he said it in Yoruba, that would be more African. I think to
Or
be
Burna Boy is wonderful. I think that would be
yeah,
more African.
I think to be honest, if we want to get down to the crux of the matter, what he was really saying when he did that interview was he was trying to really play down like let's say the facts. He was trying to play down what Burna Boy did in Wonderful, right? And he was making it out to be like
Yeah.
jungle music.
Oh
Like it
yeah.
was making it out to be like this thing
Exactly.
Oh
that
Thank
yeah.
you.
is like
I think
horrible,
that's it. We
right?
should call it what it is. I
Yeah,
think
for
Like
sure.
that's really
this
what
is a
it is,
better.
right?
This is
So
better right
in
now.
that
I
moment,
get
it
it
is
now.
like literally him saying, "Oh, you're doing African aesthetics. You're doing
And
African
God
let's
bless
remember
this,
you.
let's remember that he
African that,"
followed it with "If na headies
and
you
then he,
win, collector."
yeah, he
Exactly.
made jokes about it, only for him
To
to
be
be
fair, yeah,
trying to do the same thing
it
right now. So I don't
yeah.
care whether
No,
it's three
I still
step
do
or
not think he's doing the
Amapiano.
same thing right now.
He's
See
100%
this.
doing the same thing right now, whether he's
See,
doing it inside three
can
step or
can I
Amapiano.
say something, better
Yeah,
man? Can I say
Navy,
something,
Yes.
yes,
better?
Navy, please.
See. I feel like the past couple months have made me understand that there are different type of artists. There are artists that really, really key into the arts, that really want to, pass strong messages with the arts, and there are artists that they're all about the it. If we like, we accept. We like, we do not accept. The artists that are really about the it, and unfortunately, that in my sounds as a fan of David, I think I've understood that it's all about the hits. It doesn't care about what brand or what message the song is sending and whatever. And I feel like it's what it's trying to say is that if you can get the hit anyway, and the five album, he tried to get the hit and he couldn't get it with the featuring. I think he featured like four different American artists on it. And that's what I think he's trying to do in his recent podcast. That you see this record I'm trying to be 100% African. I'm not going out there to feature any US artist again. I'm not going there to bring any Western artist again. I'm not doing Western sound. Every sound I'm doing will be producers within Africa, sounds within Africa, and I think that's what it means by African. It's not trying to even go deep with the Africans. What you mean by Africa is not something to be just at the sound, trying to get it in Africa and go
Yeah,
back to
sure.
their YouTube
Sure.
and just
So
get money in Africa. And that's
what
what
you're
it is.
telling me
So
is
sorry,
that
Belema. just to pause there, 9V, if you can please get in somewhere a bit quieter, we will appreciate you on the next one. But sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that in and of itself is even a contradictory statement because you came and you said being African will not get you what you want, right? Doing the African thing will not get you what you want. And so he went and he featured Western artists and he did not get what he wanted. So now he's going back to the African thing that he said will not get you what you want. The funny thing about this is if you want to play it out as in African, he meant African in the sense of production will be African, the style of music will be African. He didn't mean he's gonna get very into the deep of the African of it all. He's instead just gonna, like, and all of this is just fluff. It's going around in circles, man. Ultimately, he tried what he thought will work. It did not work. He's coming back home. At the end of the day, everybody will go outside, and when they finish, they will come back home, and it's okay. There's
But
nothing
Belema,
wrong
he's
with
been
that.
coming back
My
home.
only thing is that
So
when
this
you
is
say
No,
something,
he has
you
been
stand by
he
it.
has been coming back home. Is to use the
Yeah,
point.
it's been
No,
coming back
like
home.
that's my
My
question with
thing is
all
that
this.
like
I'm
there's
coming home.
never
I'm
been a
coming home.
project that he
When
has
did he leave
dropped.
home?
Exactly. This
When did
is
he
exactly.
my
go?
thing.
I'll
Like
give
But
him.
but
when you
I'll
slow
give
see
down.
him.
because what
I'll give him
9V
2020.
described.
It was not home. I'll give him
Okay,
20.
sure.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah, that one. That
Sure.
what was the name of
the
that
But what
album? Yeah, that
9V
a
just
one.
better
described,
time.
That,
right?
Maybe.
What
that's
what
Yeah,
9V
better
just
time.
what 9V just
Are
described,
we
right?
really going to say a better time?
Is
It
a
wasn't home.
thing is a
That's
thing
when he
that
left home now.
I
No, but
beg.
the
Oh, that
features.
was
You'll
you
be
was
fine.
the only time you can say it wasn't home was that EP, Son of Mercy. I be
Son of
Okay.
Mercy.
No, but a better time
No,
home
because I
because
had to go and as
I
we were talking
mean, this
about
man
this, I had
featured
to go
Nicki
and look at
Minaj now.
listen to the
five.
track list, bro. Go look at the track list of a better
Okay.
time.
Yeah, okay, let's get back to what was actually said, right?
Right.
So he said
Yes.
the thing that was in reference to Wonderful. Lovely stuff. He moved on.
Mm-hmm.
Then right before he dropped five, he said he's gonna give us an African project. He then dropped
Yes.
five. Then now he's dropping Oriade. Then he comes back and he says, I'm gonna give you something very African. And then he gives us the kingdom, the keys, the throne, the
Mm-hmm.
it's coming end of this July. Lovely stuff. I don't care if the
Okay.
problem is that you are trying to compare how African something is, and there's no comparison of levels of Africanness. Once it is African, it is African. I don't care if it is Amapiano
I
or three
mean, to
step
be fair,
or Afrobeats or
or
all of
one
them
two
are
step.
African.
anyway.
So,
Like
but you are
like my
trying to bring
biggest
here
my
is
biggest thing was more
See,
so
comparison
see.
of the Africanness.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
get it.
okay. Pepe, and
Can
then
I go
wait,
or Pepe?
real quick. Pepe.
Uh,
thank you
all
so
right.
much for this opportunity to speak. I mean, I'm just confused, really. Like, I really am confused because this was the same rhetoric that he gave us for five, that he's going to give us a more African, more grounded, more home something, something. I said, okay, I don't know how much more, like, entrenched in the, what's it called, you can, like, how much further African can we go? Like, it's not as
He's
if
gonna
when
feature
he's
Denise Aobe. Don't worry.
because I had to go and look at the five. I had to go look at five and look at the features. That album has what 17 tracks, and five of them are featuring artists that are not African, but also the production elements are still heavily African. So
The content is
again,
African.
yeah, the content is African. The language is what's it called? Yeah, you are speaking pidgin or something. You're speaking English or something. You're speaking Yoruba or something. Like the language is African. The production is African. Production elements are African. How? Where else could we possibly go with the
He's gonna give us
Africanness?
Adekule Gold
I think I
Swiss.
think
Oh, so like
so
Fuji.
I think that's
Eh,
what he
it's
wants
gonna give
to
us.
See,
relay. I think that's what he wants to relay. I think he's probably not African. More African is the word. Probably more indigenous is what he's trying to say.
Indigenous is what he's trying to go for.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
So if he
Okay, so
is,
what
I,
if
is the
I,
I
I,
difference between
I,
indigenous
I,
and
I, I, re-
have you
I
guys
didn't
seen
listen
some
to
of
this
the
feature.
assets for the album yet? Like he's in a Iru
That's what
Abuba,
I'm
like
saying.
he
He's giving
is
Wombo Lombo. Is that not what he said
Davido
we should
doesn't
not
have the
do?
No,
material
but
for the
no,
Wombo
but
thing.
In that
Wombolombo.
case,
Let's not do this one more.
Wombolombo
He's
does not have
just
to be
Wait,
trying
wait, wait,
to.
indigenous
wait,
now.
wait. Oh, we can't call Fuji Wombolombo. We can't call like
Yeah,
you know what I
Fuji is
I'm
mean.
not
sorry.
Wombolombo now.
Okay, sure, whatever.
we
See,
are
Same,
not we are
same,
not chancing. We are not
same
chancing.
thing, different outfits. I don't get.
Okay.
What
Can
are
I
you
can I
talking
further
about?
explain the Wombolombo? Can I further explain the Wombolombo like phrase and how we use it? I think typically we use that when it comes off performative, when it comes off like in a way that
Sure,
isn't necessarily
sure.
one. It's not necessarily what
Yes.
we're used to, and we've cited examples like Burna Boy is wonderful. We've cited examples like
Baskets in the middle of a forest. It's
right, like things that just make it look a little bit more performative as opposed to like Aye, for instance. His Aye music
Okay,
video,
so
that song itself
if
is a lot more juju elements there. That feels a lot more indigenous. If he's trying to make a statement like that single, because that particular single was probably one of the
yeah.
more cultural songs that he has put out.
I
If it's
I
that,
know it's very original.
yeah. So
if
if
Davido
it's
drops,
that being the focus or being a reference into this
Yeah.
album, I can hear it
uh,
when it comes to like, okay, I
okay,
can be more African, right?
if Davido drops a music video that has lion inside, I'm coming to fight all of you. I am so serious.
Don't fight us,
I hope he
please.
doesn't have lion. I hope he's not wearing like
Oh, it will
all
shock you.
those.
But the direction of the single is
You
not
soon you'll
giving
catch
that.
him in mud hut, you'll
Oh
be
yeah. So
shocked.
so
Yes.
so what's the direction of the single? Have we got some visuals to that yet?
Yes. Sorry,
Yes,
I
we
wanted
have
to say
visuals. We have
So
visuals.
so what is that saying? Because I haven't had the chance yet. So what is it? What is
They are
that?
wearing suits.
He's wearing
They
suits.
went. Yeah, that
can
was
I say
why I'm
something?
Oh,
confused with
okay, yeah.
African.
I don't know,
Can
David.
I
Man,
say
So
listen to
why are
me
we
something?
now,
saying
man.
African? That's why I said he's a contradictory man. He's not a
Right.
See,
confusing man.
I
He's a
feel, like I
contradictory man.
said earlier,
Okay,
you
Navy,
just have
Navy.
to see Davido. You don't have to see Davido as someone searching for a
Yeah,
hit.
it's a hit.
You
It's a hit.
understand it from the corner of
Mm-hmm.
this guy is searching for a hit, and it feels like he has done a lot of things and he's not getting the hit. And it's like, you know what, let me just retrace my step to
But
where
he's getting the
the
hit
last time
still.
I got a hit.
To be fair, he's
There's
getting the
different.
hit.
I feel like he's getting the hits, but I think we know what we're talking about. This last record that's let me use this last record as a benchmark right now. Let me go back to the last project.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from I think with you, which is the most successful one on the
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
album,
Mm-hmm.
it's looking for something bigger than that. It's obvious he
He's looking for
wants
something bigger
something.
than with you.
I think
He's looking for
unavailable is
something
probably
bigger than
one
that.
of his. It should
It's
be
it's
his
looking
benchmark
for
even.
No,
something.
because
I
I
don't
I
like
want
the
to
way we are talking
So
understand.
about this
he
man.
just
You people are
wants
talking
Fonz
bigger.
was
about
Fonz
Davido like
not a
not
hit?
number one artist in
No,
Nigeria.
no, he
Let's not.
literally no. This is one of the biggest artists, of course, in the face of
Literally, one of you people are
Nigeria.
talking
No,
about Davido like
no, but sorry, was
like
He's
Fonz not a hit?
he's not
No, it's not. It's not. There are
he's
different
not
types
See,
of
suffering.
hits now. There
He's
are
yeah,
not
regional
suffering.
hits.
you are see,
He's not suffering for
Verema,
a
I
hit.
think
Is the point
you
though?
is the one.
Nivy,
You
you're
the one
confusing
talking.
You know
me.
that
Let me
deep
explain. You know what? Let me
Okay,
explain.
wait.
Let me try and explain. Let
Let
me try
Ivy
and explain.
clarify it. Yes,
You see, I feel like you are looking at the video as a guy that give a. This is my sound of salt, so let me
he's
take
not
it
an
back.
album artist, is what you're
You are
saying.
looking. Yeah, I want to use a word that is not insulting. You're looking at the video as someone that pays a lot of attention into the creativity of these things, right? You're looking at the video
Mm,
as someone that pays a lot of attention into, yeah, I want to write a story with this project. I want to pass a very great message across.
mm-hmm.
Let's be honest with ourselves. This guy is a hit maker. He's a legend. That one of the old story of his legendary is
Mm-hmm.
that he knows how to deliver on it. Like
Yeah.
that's one
Mm-hmm.
of Eliza's go-to. So whatever he has been doing the past couple years is I want a very, very big hit. I want a global hit. And he has tried that in the past projects that I feel like okay, that's why he went all out to feature
Mm-hmm.
Shensi, feature
Mm-hmm.
a couple guys, and he couldn't get it. I mean, what's the name of this project that I brought? Like I think what's the name of this guy? I've forgotten this, but I have the song in my head right now. But he brought a lot of Western guys into the past couple projects, and I feel like a lot of them flopped
So it's a
on the
global hit that
basis
is looking
I
for.
think it's a
it's
global hit.
looking for, and I feel like majority of this statement is coming from that. headspace that, you know what, if I'm not getting it
No,
with
but
these
Naivi,
guys, I'm
that's why
coming back.
Belema is making the statement of
See, now
contradictory.
that's what I'm trying to say, that you see when Burna Boy said I want to do something African is different from Davido pace when he says I want to do something African. That's why I feel like there's a bit of difference from the way guys that are really doing the project
Okay,
for
lovely.
album
9V,
law.
explain further. When Burna Boy says he wants to do something
You see,
African, what does he
when Burna
mean?
Boy is
What does
particular,
he mean?
and I don't know if he has ever made that statement, but if Burna Boy can make a statement like, you know what, I want to do something African, you will see the storyline alongside it, you will see the branding
Yeah,
alongside it, you will
it's a
see.
lot more
That's why I'm
conceptual
surprised you guys
with
are
Burna.
saying, what is Davido wearing in his in the bro? Davido can wear the album video number one, track one, the video might wear go to the zoo,
Right.
and video number two is shooting the video in the club. He doesn't care like that as long as he's getting the hit. So when he says Africa, I think you just feel like, you know what, I've exhausted a lot of resources into trying to get it from these guys. If I'm not getting, you know what, I will come back, bring back the guys I've used in my, bring out the mail, bring out the prayer. I know he has done that before. You guys are going to say he did that in the last project, but you know he's going to be more intentional about, you know what, let's us do the way we used to do it. If we can
Okay,
get
lovely.
the
Second
it again,
question.
it is what is pushing it. He just wants that
Okay.
global it.
So
And I
it's
think
just
that's what he
looking
means
for
by the
hits.
African.
So
It's just the hits in it.
my second question for you is that because you said we brought up the last project. So ideally, what would be the difference between the African of 5 and the African of this one?
Nothing. There's nothing
Nothing.
that would
Yeah,
take it. The difference is just that, you know what,
I
I'm
don't
not
think.
I just
featuring
wanted
these
to
guys
confirm.
again.
I don't think
I'm not
Navi is
using these
saying.
guys
Yeah,
again. I just want to sit down at home, do my thing,
yeah.
and hope that, okay, the way I've been getting my hits before, you know, I'm targeting this audience, I will get the hits
Yeah.
and, you know, export it from here.
I just think
That's what
I
it's
think it's more so funny because even if he was, let's say, angling to get a global hits with his last few releases, the one thing that he has always been able to do is still pull a hit at home.
Yeah, he
Like if
does.
he was, so I'm just like, even with your newfound strategy, as you said it, or well, your previous strategy, you didn't really suffer at home. Funds was a hit. Awuke was a hit.
I
What was the
think
other
I
one?
think I think to be honest, and as Navi was
I
even
just believe
saying,
that man just wanted something to say, man.
for sure. I think he needs obviously not like he needs a narrative, but I think what he's saying now is definitely subconsciously is fueled by his last couple hits, which he has had. His last couple global hits, not passing a certain threshold of success that he loves to see, like say Billboard dominance or say Grammy validation as well. There's a few fragments
Uh-huh.
of benchmarks that unfortunately he hasn't hit yet, right? And
Okay.
he is obviously looking at this album as, oh, I am not working towards those benchmarks anymore. At least subconsciously is what this message is trying to relay, is that I'm not probably going to be shooting for that as much as I was earlier, and I'll give him that grace at least to say that maybe he's not focused on the global domination of it all, because a lot of that would probably require you to play the global like game and do all the needful things that you want to do. That's why he's probably saying this one will probably be a lot more African, in the sense that who he's collaborating with is more African, the producers, the network of press he might be doing, because we know the last couple albums the press was heavy on that side. But then again, when it comes to Davido and press, he's all over the place. But regardless, I think he's not going to be as focused on the
I'm happy
other
for him.
market. Maybe I think if there's any
Yeah.
way to make sense of the statement, other than the content of the album, right, is how he's handling the album, how he's measuring the success of the album. I don't think he's going to be working towards those metrics that he has for the previous ones versus this new one, if there is any other
And I
way to
think
understand
and
this.
I
Cheers.
And I think also that something that stood out to me specifically was when he said, "Oh, taking it back, African, do this, do that."
Yeah.
What I really, really thought was that this man just meant the album that is coming out. You people are just gonna hear Damiduro. Take it like that. Like,
Damiduro.
but really, it's like, to me, the way I see it is that, like, and this is the ideal way of how I see it, is that he's really just saying he's not trying hard anymore. He's going to be doing what it is that he likes. He's going to make the music that people that have followed him for years love. And he's going to give us a project that everybody will be happy to
And
listen
it's not
to.
going to be 17
I think
tracks.
that's where he
For
should have
once.
stopped. But when you start saying things that you have said before, but then you also said
Yeah.
but then you that's when you
Yeah,
start
for
losing
sure.
me. Like if you're dropping Fuji album, drop Fuji album. If you're dropping mix of everything together and you're just having fun, just have fun.
Right.
But when you try to do a narrative and you don't even do it well, it starts just feeling like whatever.
Especially when this narrative is the same narrative that you used for the
Because
last
if the
album.
narrative was so now that the video has come out, right? If the narrative was there's a throne, I'm coming for the throne, this is my kingdom, it was always mine. That was literally what he wrote in his caption, Abi. And he's sitting on the throne and he's giving very much coded and he ran with that narrative throughout. Lovely.
Yeah.
But even your first single
Okay,
was mad.
Belema, I can tell you
Even your
something for a
first
fact.
single,
I said
don't
nothing
match the
about that
narrative.
project will be about Oyade.
And
Right to Ghana.
that is the
Davido
The
is not
prob
problem.
the
about
prob
all of
the
this.
problem,
Davido is not about
Nivy.
all of this.
And that
Nivy,
is the problem.
You
the
people need
problem
to
is
know
that
Davido.
we
Sorry.
cannot take you on that bet
David,
because you'll be
okay,
correct.
All right.
Have
Let
you
me
been
open
saying
the floor. Let
Davido
me
that
open the
said
floor, guys.
he will send songs to his sisters to pick song for him and shoot them on? Bro, he just wants the hits. It's not about this here and now. I have a
No,
storyline. I
to
want
be
to pass
fair,
it. Nah.
to be fair, we started to see the tides change to his approach with albums from Timeless. I understand what you're saying, but yeah, maybe it's less of that now. That would be the hope, that he's been a lot more maybe consistent, or at least tied to a particular focus of the album, or at least a lot more focus for the album, as opposed to just like throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. And because that has been his approach for the bulk of his career, to be fair.
The only good thing that I've seen in this announcement is 13 tracks. That's the
Yeah,
only good
I
thing.
was about to focus on that. I was about to focus on that because all
Wait, did you
Davido,
say 13
Wait.
tracks?
yes. So if
Have
you
we
look on
have we talked
Apple,
about the first? Have we talked about the song
Yeah,
itself?
wake
The lead
mama.
song itself. The song which has was itself. Or we are waiting for new music segment.
No. We haven't gotten to that.
sorry,
But
I'm going.
I think I
Yeah,
will.
but yes,
We'll get there.
this is the first 13
Yeah.
track album by Davido. I
I
think
want to take this
I think
opportunity
we
to
should do
give God the
Thanksgiving for that.
glory.
Yeah, there needs to
I want
be.
to give the opportunity to give God the glory and Davido the accolades. Guys, 13 tracks. This is like music to my ears. Wow. Succinct.
Not 4 more
To the
tracks. Four
point.
more tracks are not music to your ears.
Please. 11 to 13 is the sweet spot. Once you
Okay,
start getting more than that, I don't
I'm
know where
done.
you're going, man.
Obviously he has been tied to the 17 number for a while. We obviously know why. But I think maybe now that he's making an attempt to deviate from that like pattern that he has had with his albums, I mean, I don't know if it's a big enough statement, but it is saying something. It is saying something that he wants to be a lot more concise with this one. Is being a lot more particular. Let's hope that that's the actual translation when we actually get the material itself. But yeah, 13 tracks is something worth highlighting for a Davido album, and I think it's significant. But anyway, man, Dari, I know you had your hand up. What are you saying, my bro?
So this matter is long. So I think the problem is maybe is with the creative, the branding guys. I don't know whether that's
Right.
where the root problem is, because like I feel there are two ways these things happen. I think generally there are artists that are more conceptual with their albums, where before the whole thing starts, they sort of like have a direction, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think over time we know David as more like pop leaning, single driven, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think sometimes there's not like a general direction when he himself is sort of like going into this albums. He just makes the music.
Yeah.
But I think that's where you have to earn your money as somebody that is branding or doing like the creative direction for an album. You're supposed to like sort of like listen to the music and ensure that okay, we can sort of like create an artistic direction around it. It might be tougher because initially like it's not there. But I think it has happened sort of like twice now where they've not been able to sort of like get that artistic direction in line with like the music, because like you're thinking about with
Sorry to
Five.
interrupt
I
you.
remember when they dropped Five and they named the album Five, everybody was sort of like cringe that Five, that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
with
sorry to
this with
interrupt you, but
with this
I'm just saying,
name,
what if it is organ-led marketing?
What if it's what? Say
no,
that again.
you say that our guy led marketing. Please stop it. So I don't know. We don't know, but I think Tycoon is the one in charge of like this creative direction for them. So I don't know. So why are you guys laughing? You guys are poorly behaved.
This is like when Dremel was mixing his albums. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. Let's go
Now,
on.
now the
Let's go on.
creative
So
director now.
Let's go on, man. I'm sorry.
so I think the name Oriade lands
Mm-hmm.
when you're thinking about it from a cultural perspective.
Yeah.
But now, is it going to sync with the music? Is the branding, is the styling, and all of those things? Is it going to sync? Because when you give a name like that, you're trying to present sort of like royalty and all of those things.
Yeah.
So all of those things should sync into like what we're hearing and all of those things. I think the first single sort of like leans into like is let's not talk about the single, but sort of like leans into that and all of that. But um, if the visuals going to continue to align, then you go back to the things he has said previously, and you're like, okay, so it's tricky, Sha. So let's hear the album. I
Yeah.
think that's why you need top guys that are really behind you and pushing all of those things, because I even remember for Timeless, which I think was a dope name, they were going to name the album something else, but it was Don Jazzy that told them that, oh, like, I really think you should name this album Timeless and all of those things. And it made dope sense as like the third
Installment
uh, installment, and that's his
to the
old
time
time
series. To the
capsule.
time
Yeah, and all of
trilogy.
those. Yeah, so I think it really boils down to them getting their whole artistic and creative synergy together. But let's see how it goes, Sean. It's looking murky for now, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I know who I be. I know who I be. Now I know who I be. Now he be Oriade team. Carry a bookie them. They wear suits.
Okay.
Go for video. Now he be Oriade team.
You say carry a
It's
bookie
very
in wear
funny.
But
suit.
let
Yes,
album
now his
talk
former
catch it.
bookie. His former
You will see
bookie.
the
The
connection
Okada
between
guy.
Uridia and I know I be.
Wait,
Hmm. All right.
wait. Um, what's it called? He said that he's bringing it to be more Davido, and I'm asking myself, have you not been more Davido of yourself than any other person? Like, are you going to be any other Davido than the Davido you've been in the previous albums? Because you've been Davido all through. I don't know what's more Davido. Davido has only been the only artist amongst the three who has even been more Nigerian leaning, like
Consistently,
Latam,
yeah.
yeah, constantly local. So I don't know when he's not saying this is more me, this is more. I'm going back to my Davido music itself. Bro, you be giving us Davido music.
All
There's
right.
nothing more Davido music than I'm unavailable.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
if
Because me, I'm very confused
All right.
about what was on African.
All right, Dante.
So, the only thing I want to touch on is piggybacking off what Darius said. I think so. He said something about the branding and the rollout mostly of like the album and how it touches the people. And I want to take that further. That I think there's a problem in translation. Because okay, Belma, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ask your
If
question.
Davido comes out and acknowledges the statement that were very, very like, yeah, it was dissing what he said about Burna's Wonderful. If he like takes that statement and is like, okay, I don't have that perspective anymore, would you still think is contradictory regarding saying is becoming more African.
So
I'm not talking
I
about
don't
wait.
think
I'm not wait. I'm not talking about if he has always been African. I'm saying that part that almost seems like hypocrisy. If he acknowledges that, hey, okay,
if he
what I said there was
acknowledges
not
that
it.
if he acknowledges that he's being a hypocrite, that doesn't stop him from being contradictory. And I'll tell you why it doesn't stop him from being contradictory. It's one thing to admit that like you I kind of messed up when I said that, which he's not going to do, which that's besides the point. I don't even think I want him to do it. He can do whatever he wants. I think what my issue is this need, and this is where he becomes contradictory, is this need to speak on quote unquote what he's going to do in a way like you can't say something where you've not addressed the thing before it, right? So if he came out and he said, yo, I messed up when I said that because really I should be fighting for, which again, he has been dropping African music, so I'm very confused. If he said that before he now said, oh, for this album, I want to make African music, it might be slightly less contradictory. But the bottom line and the reason why it seems like a contradiction in and of itself is that when he made that statement, he put out a call. It was a very specific call that he put out, right? And he's essentially saying, this is how I see things. I am fully of the opinion that people grow, people change their mind. People can make you can even change your mind 5 minutes later. I don't really care about that. I think it is then the need for you to come and inform us that you are going to do something, and then you don't even do it the way you are saying you would do it. So that is where I always lose it with Davido. His team, awesome. Him, awesome. They set out with an idea and an agenda, and they create this story, and always, without fail, 5 seconds into the agenda setting that they are going into, 5 seconds into the world that they are building, somehow, they stop
Yeah.
and they just start having fun.
Yeah.
And
So
that is what
okay,
it would have been so much better if you did not say anything.
okay. So
That
but
way I
the thing
just
is,
have fun and I'm like, the music is African. But no, you come, you set up, you say something, you do all of that. And then that is like, if he did not even say the African thing at all, like, I'm going to be making African music, it would have been all vibes because from the very beginning, we all knew that was a jab at Bonner. And if he
Yeah.
never came back to say he was making African music, we would all have been going about on our jolly way because we already knew that the thing that he was saying Bonner was doing,
Yeah.
he's also doing it. But it's really about first to talk, right? So if when Five came out, he never said anything about being more African. When this one is coming out, he never said anything about being more African. He just kept going.
Okay.
Everybody will be fine. You can't just
all right.
start
So I
agenda
wanted
and
you to answer
contradict.
that
Okay.
question so that I
I
could
think the problem is
follow up.
Sorry.
alignment and
So
execution.
Sorry. Let's just let
I'm not.
Dante finish round up the topic for us. Yeah.
So, like, I wanted you to like explain that part because I kind of lost it when the conversation was going on. And the reason is this: why I said there an issue in translation is like perspective of like how people see the video.
Mm-hmm.
And while it might sound like the sympathy or whatever, when Abby said, "Oh, sorry, not Abby, Nine said, oh, he's tasting it and is this," and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But then, and I remember when Five came out, and then the first track, the intro, was like a spoken word thing.
Mm-hmm.
There was very much a reply of "You're not that guy." Like, what are you being all introspective for? What are you being all artsy for? You're a club music guy. And I think it's trying to be more than that. But I don't think he's really doing the best job at communicating that because once he does that, it might be letting it might make it seem like he's letting go of something. But I that confuses me because it's already over a decade into his career. At
Yeah.
this point, I think he should be
Exactly.
fine.
And the fact that
But
it's confusing you is the problem.
no, the fact that it's not with me is not a problem. It's a me situation, right? Like that's just me. I don't actually feel like the problem. is a me thing because when I'm looking at like the broader picture, regardless of no, even in regard of the this and all this, I know when Timeless came out, I went on interviews and said, "Yo, I feel this album is going crazy and even be more successful than what I had attempted with the last project that was very Western facing. Like that was the intention for that. All the features, Lil Baby, Nas, like all these Young Talk, like everybody was bringing in is so that I'm trying to break into this thing and I have the resources to try and do that. And then Timeless when it came out because Timeless came out also had like a video thing where it was running in the forest. And at this point, it was attempting, maybe it wasn't, but he attempted for the Grammys and he played the role that he had to play, or he did the performance he had to do, which was distant burnout for his purpose. And he's like, oh, guy, why are you doing that? So at this point, to me, this is like how many years after, and that's why like that. Oh, but he said this. I'm like, we are on the fourth album after he said it, so I don't even know why that is still
No,
a
you
thing.
can change your
But
mind.
no, I know you
100%.
acknowledge that you
You just
can
have to
change your
acknowledge
mind.
that you changed your mind and say it in
Yeah,
public.
Right.
Like you can't
so
just you
but
can't
that
just
that my
decide something and expect people to close
Dharma,
their eye.
Dharma, see, I see your point, and I also acknowledge. Sorry, I agree with what you said. Oh, maybe you can do whatever I want. That's all fine. But we're just having conversations about it.
Yeah.
And if we are doing that, I know you're not even saying like, oh, you need to come and project. You're saying acknowledgement. Acknowledgement can come in any way, shape, or form. But I'm saying if we are taking that and looking at what his actions are, not what his words are saying, there's something he's trying to do. And the reason it's confusing us is because it's not being translated well enough for the audience only sees in one way. Because when I think the Champion Sound drop after Made in Lagos, so I don't remember, but Champion Sound went crazy, and I remember somebody saying in Mars live stream that David is going to die in the club. Right, which I don't think that it did. I thought it was funny because all certain people's perception of Davido is hit records. That is all. So like when Davido is saying, "Oh, Davido," people are thinking damn Davido, people are thinking this certain records. Imagine like, "Oh, I'm thinking Aye." That's like where I'm at. So like because I if this album can be anything for me, hopefully it is Davido's biggest cultural statement
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Oriade and I know who I be is it works. I know what he's saying, regardless of like there are some things in the lyrics that I can legit it would be a reach, but I can legit pull a diss for somebody in that song. But him saying I know who I be, I know who I be, like you're trying to tell me this like you must have gone insane. Is acknowledging the Oriade thing,
Yeah.
what are kings known for? Like that's like the sentiment. And yes, it is African, but there is nuance to African. There's like 50 something countries in this continent. So if you take like down, there's now how many cultures in Nigeria? And it's like, okay, maybe I want to represent um Yoruba more. The person I will even draw a parallel to is Asake. I think what Asake has been able to do might be influencing what we're about to get into with this Davido's album. And that's where I rest my case.
All right. Well said. Well said.
Yeah.
Um.
I will end it here before we move into BT stuff, but I will say that like even if you go and watch the I Know Who I Be music video, right? He's telling a story. He's telling a very specific story of him being Davido, him being that child that decided that he was going to make music. Like he's very clear about that. He's very obvious in the story he's trying to tell, right? Like him as a kid writing and the father coming and confronting him and telling him you can't make music, work, focus on your books, do this, do that.
Yeah.
And it's essentially him trying to tell a story of himself, right?
Right.
But he's still doing it in a way that is very well duh, our society is very western influenced, so no matter how quote unquote African you're trying to be, the western will still show
Yeah.
up there. And I just think that like we need to stop this thing where we conflate one thing as more African than the other when in reality both of them are still African. And the question
Yeah.
was
But there's
never it was
degrees
never
to
a
it. But
qualifier it
yeah.
was never a
But it's not a
qualifier
degrade
of
thing, it's
it was
just
never a
different types of
qualifier
African.
of who
Yeah.
is more African than the other. It was always a is it African or not?
Okay. And even the sentiment of, or at least the narrative, I still want to see a separation from the other two albums when it comes to that, because it feels like the same narrative of the last two albums. Timeless and Five in a lot of ways. Oriade, that him taking position of who he is and having that like that audacity. I mean, opening a song with Over Them, right? Opening a song with, or open an album with the poem that we got to say that was kind of reinstating your dominance and your status. I think this is going to be yet another narrative, but I would hope to see a separation from that, and maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a different story to it, or there's a part of you that wants to feel like Davido maybe can take a break from albums. I don't know. It feels this album announcement, to me it came very sudden. But then again, it's Davido. His presence. He never ever
Me,
wants to
I
feel
liked
absent.
it.
He never ever wants to
Yeah.
feel absent from the space, and I get that, and I know that that's how he operates, and it continues to feed the market, which is a good thing. It's a net positive for him to be active. I'm not saying that, but as far as maybe working towards a narrative for an album, I think you would have to experience life. You'd have to throw in some things that, look at me saying Davido has to experience life before he gives us hits. But for an album, I don't think he needs to experience life to give us hits, but I think he needs to have something to say when it comes to an album narrative, because it just feels like he's
That
doubling
point you
down on
just
something.
made,
Yeah.
what you just mentioned is exactly like the mind shift I'm talking about. Because the
Right.
way I'm trying to view this album with zero expectations is exactly how I viewed Bad Bunny's last album. An attempt at something like that. That is that representation. Now, if it's going to give me, I don't know what's there, but
Yeah.
that's what it's feeling like to me.
Yeah, and I like the Ashake shout as well when it comes to being quote unquote cultural and still exist in a very commercial and very pop atmosphere. Ashake would be the example to point to when it comes to being those two things at the same time. And if his direction is to go towards that, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it to for him to sound a lot more indigenous, a lot more cultural. We're here, man. We're here for it. But speaking of Davido and superstars, are there superstars that are dropping albums in recent time? I know we've gotten the Ayra announcement, we've gotten the Wizkid announcement. I know Tyler's dropping around the same time. We're definitely
Yep.
going to be it's going to be an active
Yeah.
summer, or at least in
Active second half of the
second
year
half of the
for
year.
sure, for sure.
Okay.
We also you people finally, after years of begging and tears, Ladipo is dropping revival.
Yes.
The Ladipo one, man.
Revival.
The Ladipo one
You
is
Yes.
see
crazy.
how Ice
Oh,
came
Ice is
off
here.
mute.
Ice is here. What's good?
You see how Ice literally
Yes.
came. Ice.
Yes,
What
Ice.
go on,
man.
my people?
We're
This
Emmanuel,
good.
my
We're good. We're
brother.
good.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you so much,
they
man. Good to hear from you, bro.
Good, good, good. We're outside though with the new Newport album, but you guys should get ready for that one.
sorry, I have a question
Revival.
because they were acting like it is strange. They had a problem with
Don't say
pole
they. It's
dancer.
just one
With,
nigga, bro. Who said that? I
okay,
forgot.
sure.
It was just one.
They had a problem with the pole dancer in the announcement video, to which I said, pole dancing is an art form. Like
It's creativity now.
Uh,
this man said he's bringing revival. Like I don't understand what's wrong with you people.
Don't worry, the
uh,
album will tell stories.
no, I'm excited that Ladipo is finally, all the hip hop heads would definitely. I mean, the narrative that Maven has been keeping and shelving his album for so long. As how does it feel to at least to let go of that kind of unfair pressure that they were adding to you people, as if you were holding him back because you
Nah,
didn't
nah,
release.
nah, nah, nah. That's one thing. We have to get the music right. We have to get the timing right, man.
Yeah.
But now we feel it's time, man. We feel it's time.
All right. Did everyone catch the BET last night? I think it was definitely
Lovely
one of those.
stuff.
Yeah, man, one of those moments. I mean, it's fair to say that obviously we've been known this, like we've said this countless times, but I think Tems, when it comes to immersion into the US market, especially the African American cultural space and sphere, I don't think it gets more like you're one of
Enmeshed.
us. Yeah, I don't think you're getting like you're one of us than being part of a tribute to Lauryn Hill, right? Like being able to open up that, like that was sick. That was a way just to say that she is part of that ecosystem. She's operating in that bag, even though there've been indications that she is. But a girl from Lagos is definitely in that space where you cannot. She's been regarded as one of them, and
They have adopted her.
yeah, they completely have. And to see her what she did with the Obama library as well, like it doesn't get more. It doesn't get more, man. But she was able to steal the show in 2 occasions where she had a home performance and then the Lauryn Hill moment. But yeah, I think major highlight from the BET for me. Even though I didn't catch the rest of everything, but yeah, she smoked it. As a performer too, because obviously there've been dicey conversations about her performing, but legit a real performer with this too. So I think obviously when it comes to those ballads and spaces for her to really project her voice, I think she knocks it out of the park, and she did just that last night, man. Shout out to Big Timilade, man. But how you feeling? How do you guys catch it?
First off, like when I clicked the red carpet was right before Tems came on the red carpet, so she ate the red carpet up. It was so good.
Oh yeah, I saw the clip of the interview. That was a little
Yeah,
awkward.
that was only that was the only part of the interview. They actually also asked her like, oh, she was talking about how this is her first performance,
Yeah.
like award show performance, and
Oh,
she was talking about like,
that's true actually.
yeah, so she was talking about how this would be her first award
That's
show
true.
performance, and they asked her what to expect, and she said, "I'll be shining, and there will be guys behind me." so that's what she said, but which I thought was hilarious actually. But it was very cute. Her outfit ate down. A very beautiful woman, lovely, lovely lady. Shout out to her. It was very nice, and then the show actually started, and she did her performance, which if you watched like from all the angles of the performance, you saw that like once she got on stage, like even before they finished announcing her name, people were already jumping up and standing up and everything, which,
Yeah.
which I thought,
People. Yeah.
yeah, so there were people that stood up throughout the entire performance. It was very cute. I love that song specifically, so I appreciated that she did that. It was adorable, lovely, and then it was so funny because I was not like, I knew they were gonna do the Lauryn Hill thing, and I know that like Tems has met Lauryn Hill before,
Yeah.
so it wasn't like the first time and everything. But then I don't know what it was. I think I know what it was. I think after Dochi and SZA finished singing, right, or doing whatever they were doing, which Dochi is literally Lauryn Hill. But it was very interesting because I think it was SZA that said Tierra Whack.
Mm-hmm.
But then it pans, and cause everybody was dressed like Lauryn Hill, I didn't realize the person that actually came out was Tems and not Tierra. Until Tierra, like, she started singing, and
Tara
then I
Whack
was
is a
looking because
rapper. Tara Whack, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Tierra Whack. And so I couldn't see the person that was walking on stage because SZA had said, oh, it's Tierra Whack. So I turned away and I was doing something else, but I heard the voice. You couldn't see her face because of the hat that she was wearing, because
Yeah, everybody
everybody
was dressed like
was
Lauren. Yeah.
was dressed like Lauryn Hill. And so I looked and I was like, is that Tems? And then Tierra literally comes out on the other side. And I was like, oh, that's Tierra Whack. Obviously, that's not Tems. That's so I was looking and I was like, okay, beautiful. It was lovely. It was very much a good
It
shout.
was,
Shout out to
it
her for
was actually it was actually Dochi who said Sarawak, presenting Sarawak, and then Caesar said anthems, but was
okay, I didn't
fainting.
hear the
That's why
anthems
you
part.
did. Yes,
All I heard was
anthems.
Tierra Whack.
So,
And so I was
so
looking
yes,
for Tierra
Sarawak,
Whack and
and
I was
then
like,
anthems. Terms, he
yeah.
was fainting, but because she was walking away, so he was fainting. So some
Right.
people didn't hear it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was so confused because I was like, that ain't Tierra Whack. I know what Tierra Whack looks like. That's not her. But it was also a very, very beautiful tribute to Lauryn Hill. And I love that Lauryn Hill got on stage and she
performed as
She performed
well.
X
So
Factor. Yeah,
beautiful.
that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. She was like, I heard nobody's gonna sing the song, so I'm just gonna sing it myself. And I'm so happy for her. Like,
Yeah.
it was such a beautiful thing, and I know like it was so funny because since Sister Act 2 and Miseducation of Lauryn Hill came out in the same year, I didn't really click. It didn't really click in my head that Sister Act 2 came out first, because I just knew that they came out roughly around the same time, and I was like, oh, duh. The first place really everybody ever saw Lauryn Hill was in Sister Act 2. So
Yeah.
shout out to her. And so that, I think that was why that was a perfect first song
Yeah.
to start the tribute with. But ultimately, beautiful award show, lovely award show.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
And
No Nigerians won, but
it
shout out to
is
us
well,
for.
man. We don't need to
Where
win them
when
all.
international
We don't need to win them all. But yeah, man, I think Tems, of course, the What You Need record, I don't know where it's sitting right now. Is it still on the top
Yeah, it's still on Billboard.
top
It's
200?
still on
is
Billboard.
on number 71 on the Billboard Hot
Right,
100.
right. I remember when the Love Is a Kingdom album
With
dropped, right? Like
Triangle,
the EP dropped.
with Triangle.
It was so clear that
Then
this was gonna be that song. It was easily the
it's also number one on US Urban Radio.
yeah,
Media based US Urban Radio is number one.
yeah.
The top and that shit on
Yeah.
Urban Radio.
Yeah, man. She's up there, but she's still operating in that space, which is lovely to see some
So let
representation
me
there.
just tell you on the GP performance. I think that Thames has cemented her status in the United States.
Yeah.
There's no going back. She's officially Nigeria United States artist now.
Yeah.
Like
She has to have
yeah,
a
like
dual citizenship at this point. At least.
at this point, I'm telling you, she's a staple. She's a staple now because
No, that's
like
not.
Velema rightly said, when they called her, when what's this guy's name? Drewski was introducing her, because it was Drewski that introduced her. When Drewski was introducing her for What You Need performance, he said Oscar nominated and two-time Grammy winner, stuff like that. All of them were standing up. Not only that they were standing up, but
Yeah.
the guys who were standing up were not just with where Jamie Foxx was on his
Yeah,
feet
yeah. Oh,
also.
she has the fans.
Jamie Foxx, Jamie Foxx was on his feet also, and Jamie Foxx was vibing like, and you know, Jamie Foxx is an R&B buff.
For sure.
So for somebody, so for somebody who's an R&B head and is hearing her perform and is vibing, is shaking all through the performance. Trust me, there's nothing more. Like there's nothing anybody want to tell me. And they were on their feet too. Like they
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
sit
yeah.
down. For the whole performance, they were standing.
Yeah.
That just tells me
It
you're
might
already a staple. Like
yeah, it might
what
be
do you say?
one of her best performances, I would say, in a good amount.
Absolutely.
I would definitely
Yeah.
need to go back to see,
Very
but I
well
think one of her
contained.
best.
It didn't even end there. I was looking at the guys who were performing with her as in band and whatnot. And then it did occur to me, I had to look very deeply because that place was a little bit dark. The pianist was actually, I think, Adam Blackstone or Robert Glasper. I think it was either Robert Glasper or Adam Blackstone. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That was the person that was playing. That was the person that was playing the piano for
Yeah.
Thames. Like
Yeah, crazy.
Adam Blackstone, bro, them Black Thoughts people, all those guys, and then those are roots people. Now
Yeah,
then
the
they
Roots
play
guys.
piano
I think they
for
were doing for
yeah,
most of the show, I think. But yeah. Robert
yeah,
Glasper.
but for I'm saying yeah, for Thames, like
It's huge,
that's the
for
guy that
sure.
was playing piano. Yeah, it's crazy. So it's like rah, forget nothing where anybody won't tell me. At this point, Thames is far gone. First of all, you dey talk urban radio, you be number one for urban radio. One, two of your songs dey for Billboard Hot 100. Like this year, you're the only person that gave me three songs already on Hot 100 from Niger. Nobody, in fact, from Africa, nobody, even Thailand, no dey give three songs on Hot 100. Like
Yeah.
as big as Tyler songs were, they are not debuting on the three of them didn't debut on Hot 100. this year. This year, Tems has 3 songs that debut on Hot 100, and it's crazy. 2 are still there, they've not even dropped, and 1 is climbing every week because last week was like 78, this week 71, so it keeps climbing. So if it keeps going up in Yankee, it means that see, there's nothing anybody can say. She's a staple. The way they were even treating her, even the back room, the videos I saw, the clips, how some of the other celebs too were fans in her, like
Yeah.
Lizzo,
Mm-hmm.
Deja, all those people. I'm like, forget.
Yeah. Skulking Coal, 15 tracks. There's a King Maddie record. There's Tiwa. There's
Can I
Projects.
go? Can I go?
There's Ruger and Benson.
I think we have said it a lot of time, but I feel like it's still as valid as ever. Every time we repeat it, there's nobody like Wande, and I don't think there will be anybody like Wande Coal. You see, I think this is one of the most. This is one of
My
the.
goats.
This is one of the recent times that I've seen Wande serious about records.
About an
Not just
album.
one
Okay.
song. It's not even an album now. I don't want to talk about an album. I'm talking about majority of the time when you listen to one of their records, you just like, oh, this guy just wants to flex his stats, his vocal talent and else. It's not really doing a lot with the writing. But it's on this project, bruh. I think the vocal whatever it's not even is flex on this particular project. Is doing a lot in the writing, and God, the production on this project.
Mad.
What the fuck? I mean, it's beautiful seeing one day taking a couple songs serious, and I really enjoy it. So I'll just talk about my favorite tracks on the project. The intro, bruh. I think there's this wombly thing we talked about earlier that he did towards the end of the intro, the first song on the project. It's beautiful. Like I love the way he brought that in, and I think the intro is one of my I think it's my top 3 on the album. Then another record that I really like is the okay, this one is about the production, even though I haven't checked the producer, but then again, the writing on the song is crazy. It's 6. It featured Laz. I do not know who Laz is. Misa has been trying to put me onto the guy, but I really don't know much about the guy. Bruh,
Laz is fine for him.
the production of this particular record, it might be I mean, I might be doing way too much, but I think this is one of the best production I've seen in recent, let's say in a year or two. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. I think this a record. I think if you really want to like do a rush listen, you to check out. And is it the song with Wizkid? Yeah, I think I might be wrong. It's a Wizkid song. I think it might be initially be a weekly song that was probably later on given to one day to uh, or to make up for the album. I might be wrong because Whiskey literally snatched that song at the point it was just going on, and it's I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I position myself when you're listening to legends or persons that have spent couple years over a decade in the industry. When you're trying to listen to that song, you give them this level of they have done it. They don't have much to prove again. Yeah, but I feel with this one day record, it takes away that even before you get to the 4th track, you see that this man wants to prove something. I think you felt that like a lot of person have been saying that this brother is just all about the vocal wherever it doesn't do much on song, but nah, he really did that on this album. Then another one I think and people should listen to is the question. I think the second to the last track. I think that's the track before the Wizkid one. The Wizkid song is the outro.
Yeah, it's the last
God
track.
bless you. God bless you. Ima, Questions is a very, very beautiful record. I really enjoyed it. I really did not like the one with Ruga
And Benson.
Vincent. That
Interesting. I was
much.
looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I really did not
Brand
like
new
it.
song. What's it
But
called?
then again,
Oh, Besumome.
I haven't forgotten. I really did not like the record.
Yeah,
Then
Besumome.
there's my favorite verse
I
on
said
this
brand new song.
project was my
Sorry.
favorite verse on this is Cole's verse on the one with Projects. I've forgotten the title of the record, but
Regard.
it featured an artist called Project. Regards, yeah. It featured an artist called Projects. God, I mean, man, I've been really finding it hard to key into albums the past couple. It's been almost a year right now. I think the one that I think I really fuck with very well is the Omale album. But surprisingly, Wande Coal album is doing it for
Why
me,
is it
and
surprising?
I
I
really don't. I don't enjoy Wande Coal songs.
Pepper, come on.
Non stretch. I'm not that guy. I'm sorry. I enjoy Wande Coal songs, but I'm not that guy that would listen to 10 Wande Coal songs on the stretch. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but yeah, that's just me. But with this album, surprisingly, I don't know from the first listen, then I listened to a friend and I were doing this road thing yesterday, and we played it in the car, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's surprising to me. I wasn't expecting much
I
from
know,
him. To be
I
honest,
know why. Because
I wasn't expecting much from him.
as albums
But
go in recent times have not been good. It's not been favorable.
yeah,
We see
I
the
still maintain
lackadaisic.
that you
what's
people were
nice?
hating on what's it called, but this is not the conversation for
Lizzie
today.
Legend or no
Legend or no
legend.
legend.
It busts my
I think
head. Like,
I personally I stand on my belief that that album was not as bad as you people were painting it. But let's shall continue.
Sure.
I think there were solid records on that album, but
Oh, of
people just did
course.
not want to hear it.
There's always some records on bad
but yeah,
albums.
on this album for
People made it
me,
seem as if no. But guys, sorry, my bad. 9V.
I don't know how
yeah,
to take
yeah.
this Pepe, but
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel said that you're lying.
Oh, I'm
For
aware. He's
me,
part of the
for
people I'm
me,
referring to.
Just talking to me,
the,
man.
the the production, the writing, it's a solid 8/10. Oh God, sorry, I forgot one too. There's this not too exotic production, but the arrangement of the production. I don't know whoever produced the third track. Nobody knows. It's not so exotic, but there's a way they were bringing each element in the
Is
production.
Dooney? It looks like
So
Dooney is all over the album. Dooney produced a good chunk of the album. But it's
yeah,
Dooney that produced
it's
nobody
something.
knows.
Yeah,
Why does that feel like a
he needs
title of
to.
a
I'm not a
Wonderful song I've
producer.
heard before? Nobody knows.
Oh, do nobody knows?
No, he has a song
I
called
can't remember.
Nobody Holy.
That's not even what that
Uh,
triggered me. But yeah, probably that. But you see, nobody knows.
Or
Yeah,
let them know.
yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If you listen to that, nobody knows production. Yeah, if you do not know, if you're not a producer, it will sound as if something you think you can do, and it's also so simple and so. How do I put it? Like nothing too exotic, This time that a lot of producers are experimenting with a lot of things with production. They are bringing this and that, busting each other said. But with this one, just so simple, and I just love the arrangement of the elements she brought in. To big shout out to her. Tony is a lady, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dooney's a lady.
so big shout
Very
out to her.
talented
Yeah, big
producer
shout out to her.
and an artist
Yeah,
too.
I really like the production on that. I mean, for me, overall, 8/10 album.
Mad.
Listening to, I think I've been to like 4 times back to back. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, Wizkid will always be with us. I don't get into hype that outro. So yeah, very good record.
Mad.
Very
So
good.
My goat is back.
who are the artists he signed that are on the album? Because I've been hearing some of the artists that he signed. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are they on the album? Is it Dara?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him signing anybody.
Dara is on the album,
So-
but I don't know whether he signed Dara.
But who did Wande Coal sign? Because I know he has signed a
I
couple
don't know. I
people.
have no idea.
Try Dante. I feel like you.
Can I mention my least favorite on the album though?
Laz. Okay.
Yeah.
Laz, right? Okay.
Bro, the one with Fido, man. It's like he's trying to compete with one day. I'm like, bro, calm down. This is one day.
Why am I laughing?
This is funny because Fido does the thing that Fido does a lot of the things that is my biggest gripe in one day in a lot of ways. Like Fido has been doing that in his entire EP was basically a Wande Coal approach where you know that thing where you freestyle, you have very drafty concepts of ideas of songs, but you've not seen the idea through to the end. And you just put it out. I think that was what the one they did on the last album a lot. Fido did it in his last EP as well. So that is a scary it's a scary feature to see. But it's crazy that you're pointing it out already because I can already foresee it being very like a this type of approach for both of them, where it's all vibes. There's no pen to paper when it comes to that. When it comes to that kind of feature, it's all anywhere below face type of approach, and we'll see. I'm just foreseeing that for that particular record, looking at the track record of both their style for the last recent releases from them. So yeah. Anyway, any other thoughts on King Cole? I'm excited to tap in, man.
I
Sorry.
was raising my hand.
Yes, Miss Waziti hasn't spoken tonight. What's good? What's good?
Hi, everything's good.
Nice.
Congratulations for
Thank you,
having me.
thank you.
I know it's
No. I don't. See, let me tell you this. Anyone that is having a child or I don't know why people force twins upon everybody. I don't get
I
it.
think it's just funny to say.
It's just
funny to say.
I mean, are you bro? Are you going
It's funny.
to
It's funny. It's funny for the people that have not had children.
listen?
Alright, Reggie.
I'm like everybody just the attach Pegy to. I'm like, bro, I beg.
I think it's just funny. I think it's a good icebreaker.
I know, but everybody does it. I made it too much, bro. That's why I'm just like, wait, are you people going to help me with this? Anyway, mate, what's good? Miss
Yeah, I think but this is not PSA, but this is PSA for me. I think I need to forgive Wande Coal for being too good when he came out because I'm not going to lie to you. The expectation I have with Wande Coal, I keep forgetting that the last thing he brought out was Legend or No Legend, and I expressly remember saying he should have kept us guessing if he was a legend or not on that album. I remember coming to this space and saying that. So like I
Right.
should have gone from that album to
He
this.
should have.
I think I went from like bumper to bumper to this album. Like it's not a wise thing to do, but that's what I did. And so when I listened to this album, I was like, oh, beautiful gowns, exceptionally nice gowns.
Wow. Okay.
But like that was from the track one to like I think to track six.
Right.
Like from track one to five, I was just like, okay. It's funny that you mentioned that, like I said, Desica thing that he does, because it kind of felt like that, but like better structure. It felt
Okay.
like there was like he needed to pay school fees or something, so it was just like, let me put body in this thing. Don't let it be like as like lazy fair as like what I would do before. So it felt like more effort, but not like the effort that I think everybody that loves Wande Coal wants him to put in. So from like six, that was Besumomi or something. I think with Ruga and
I'm
Buju. I
Benson.
won't
Yeah.
say I won't say I love this song, but like from then I was just like, maybe I should pay more attention. He just like woke me up from the ballads or whatever he was trying to do from one to five. I mean, I love him, but I don't know what he was doing from one to five. Then from six to like maybe like 13. I'm looking at the
The
song
track list.
list right
Yeah.
now. Yeah, the track list. Like from six to like 13, I was just like, okay. Then Crime it dropped. Then Question picked up again. Then O'Shea was a very disappointing song for me personally because I actually like the synergy between Wande Coal and Wizkid. So when I listened to O'Shea, I was just like, okay, lovely. If that's what you want to put out, then I love it for you guys. Like it just wasn't. It didn't. I don't know. There was nothing on the like project that really like stood out to me. Maybe Posh Panamera. I liked it and it was okay too. Not to say that this album is bad. I think it was just my expectation from his old
Yeah.
stuff to now. I
Mm-hmm.
should have gone from like the things that he has been releasing and everything. I don't know. I just went back to listen to his old
To
stuff
mission
and then I
tomorrow. That's unfair.
yeah, Mushim Sumoyit and all those ones. And then I
Yeah.
listened to this album, I was like,
Yeah.
when did
Yeah.
they drop me?
Yeah.
Like,
That would
do you
do it.
understand?
That
So
would for sure do
that's
it.
why I started with maybe I should forgive Wande Coal for being extraordinarily brilliant when it came out. And
Right.
like, I mean, the song is still putting out. If a new artist should put this out, I wouldn't shit on it. So
Yeah.
it's not like terrible music. It's just like he has blown my mind too much for him to be like
Yeah.
bringing out something that feels like yes, it's more effort, but it just doesn't hit that like mark for me. But kudos to him. How many years and he's still like releasing music that's
For
like
sure.
I don't want. Like I don't want to tear my ears off.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So,
singles going into this were promising for me. I mean, Them Go Pay and the daily record with King Madi. I'm already gassed about the album, regardless. So, I'm
yeah.
expecting good
Yeah.
things.
I just want to say that he should have kept us guessing if he's a legend. Is crazy work. Just an insane thing to say.
I'm so
Anyway,
sorry.
any other new music this week before we tap out?
Wait,
Please, though, I want
I
to speak
hold
on the
on.
album too.
Sorry, Dari. Sorry, Dari. Please, please, please.
I think Sleepback also wants to speak, but
Yeah.
um, let
Yes.
me just quickly run through my thoughts. I listened to the album, and I definitely have mixed feelings about it. I wasn't sure whether it was the same album that I listened to that Nivey was talking about, Sha, but I definitely have a lot of mixed feelings. I think a lot of it didn't come together, and pointing back to what the last speaker said, I think a lot of times we also sort of like downplay the roles of like um, great A&Rs and all of those things, because I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of those his earlier projects, they show the impact or influence of like someone like a Don Jazzy shaping those projects,
Yeah.
telling him to redo certain things and all of those kind of things.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, one of my friends used to say these things or say this thing previously, and he said that he feels that like one day's work ethic might not be there because like, and I used to sort of like argue, but like I might hear it now, because sometimes you feel that, oh, like, guy, you were doing so well when you started this record, then it sounds flat somewhere and all of those things.
Yeah.
But I think for me, so the standout tracks, I really like Nobody Knows. Um, I also feel like, before I even go into standout tracks for me, I also feel sort of like the concept when you're calling yourself King Cole. I really want to hear it in the album, that kind of thing. So, but like,
That
I
energy.
wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling that from the onset. King Cole, but you're starting off with feelings. So like
Oh, I see. I see. I see.
it's sort of like didn't hit it for me and all of those things. Then
I
I
see.
think for me where the album really starts was something like Nobody Knows. I think the writing on Nobody Knows, especially like the second verse, was top notch. Like he was really sort of like in his melodies and in his bag and all of those things. So then I don't think I like the song with Tiwa, but I like Regards. Regards was, I think, something that was sort of like in line with like what I would see in line with the theme of King Cole, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Bitch to Mommy, I liked it. I think I liked it up until like the Buju part. I think sort of like Buju didn't bring sort of like his A game, or I don't know, Shy. It sounded a little bit off and all of those things. But um I also like the Posh Panamera record, was dope and all of those things. But I think that's as far as it goes for me. But
Nice.
um yeah, so but I'm still listening to it. It's not like it's a terrible album and all of those things. I just felt it could have been way better, that kind of thing.
Fair enough. All right. So you're hearing a lot of mixed reviews on it.
Uh,
Fair to say.
other music.
Slick back,
Falz.
slick back, slick back, slick back, slick back, Pelema.
Oh, Sleepback is
Slick back,
there.
please. I beg, be fairly brief if you can.
yeah. I'm going to be brief. I'm going to be brief. So, there's a lot of new music I've listened to, so I already listened to the album, I think, once or twice. All I can say is it's a way better work than Legend or No Legend.
Okay.
But yeah, it could have been like, obviously there's always room for improvement in the structuring and everything. However, I'm just going to close by saying that that Grisumi song that people are trashing up and down, God will judge you when you reach the end of gates.
I didn't trash you. Only Buju's verse, so that I know like.
See that Buju verse that you
Interesting.
trash also. God will also meet you too.
Okay.
Yeah, Wizkid. Go, 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 go.
Okay.
Listen to this thing again. Listen to this thing again, and testify that you lost the goodness of God inside this thing. See, Buju can do no wrong in my eyes. Apart from any streeting. I want Buju and Ruga to just give me a second EP. That's the object that I'm pushing for the rest of the end of the year.
Okay.
That you people have a great chemistry. You can still do this thing. R&B part 2, R&B part 3, R&B part 4. So I will still hit. They have like a
For some reason, I've missed Ruga, man. I don't know. Yeah, I know he has dropped recently. He gave us an album last year, but otherwise, I've missed Ruga, man.
And the reason why I'm defending this and there's a time I would do that he likes to switch up his flow because everybody always complains that he sings the same flow every time. And when he switches up the flow, people will still complain that I don't know what do people want from this man? What do you want from this man? But like I said, the small me is actually like my standard track.
Right.
Like that I really, really, really like.
Okay.
From the onset, and that's like my number one song this whole weekend, I think.
Okay.
I will confirm that because there's a lot of songs I listen to, but that this one song is heavenly. Ruga and Buju, they killed it, and I feel like if you listen to Legend or No Legend, and you listen to this album, I feel like you'll be like, oh yeah, like finally there's an improvement, but I don't want to say as long as I've seen Wande Coal actually like work, he really does not really have like a great work ethic. Sorry to say, but yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Excited to get into Wande's album. Yes, Belema.
Sorry, no, you were finishing that up. I was gonna bring up new music.
Yeah. There's the Falz EP. I was itching to get to.
Yeah, that's what I was bringing up. The Falz EP.
Any thoughts? Any feelings on that one?
I think
Can I open with that also?
Yeah. Sorry, Belema. Go ahead.
I think the Falz EP is a very timely piece of work. It's Falz. It was beautiful. It was good. It was important. It was timely. It was informative. It was down to earth. It brought everybody back to where they should be focused on, and I thought it was a great call out. The song with Priest, really good, and the video was also very telling as well. So, love that. I think this is something that we can come to expect from Falz.
Yeah.
So, it is very important music that was made, and I love that.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to dive into the Falz EP. Obviously, it's very obvious what the sentiment or what the concept behind this is. People probably tie this back to his Moral Instruction album in 2019, which I think was probably one of the best albums to have a clear depiction of just the socio-economic landscape and political landscape of Nigeria at the time. And I think he's obviously, people have been pushing him to make something in that same vein, considering the times that we are in now, right? So I think this is I mean, but pressure or no pressure from the people, was fairly obvious that Falz will be itching to make this kind of project, even though his last project from last year was fairly a lot more personal than societal statement, but I'm excited that at least that he still has that itch to be able to create and be able to depict time in his music, because that's the clear definition of art, man. It's meant to reflect the times, and he has been able to be one of those people in the Nigerian music landscape that does a very good job at doing that. Even from a rapping perspective, the skill set to be able to depict those stories and those sentiments and those emotions into your raps. I think I'm expecting a brilliant work. Obviously, I haven't tapped in yet, but I'm looking forward to that for sure. Any other looks for the Falz Break Time EP? Any other thoughts on that? Yeah, Slick Back
I
and then
listened
Dari.
to it.
Oh, okay.
I listened to it, and in as much as I think the messaging is on point, I sort of like think enjoy like the musicality of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think the messaging is great. I
Right.
think it's appropriate for the times, but sort of like the whole musicality of it, I don't think I enjoyed it. That's my
Okay.
own
Okay.
sort of like opinion. And
Gotcha.
to your point about like I know he started off the EP was like, oh, we give them moral instruction, and sort of like this was like the follow up to that. He actually opened with that and all of those things.
Hmm.
And yeah, but I think the way I enjoyed moral instruction, I sort of like didn't enjoy like this and that light, but definitely the messaging is very strong and potent, but
Yeah.
just like
Yeah. The
the
musicality of it.
whole, yeah, that
Interesting.
kind of
Okay.
thing,
All right.
sort of like I don't want to say it's sort of like it sounded forced, but like that was, I don't know. Yeah, but I didn't really enjoy it. Yeah,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha. All right. Any other sentiment in that same vein or
Oh yeah, oh
against
yeah.
that? Slick
I
Back.
just, I just want to say that me and Dari are obviously going to two different heavens.
Okay, I'm so glad somebody said it because I have a controversial thing to say. It's two parts. Are you a bad person if you don't like the music?
Why would that be a thing? Yeah,
In
you're not a bad person if you don't like the
Okay.
music of it.
Then my
Okay, I don't
second question. Then my second question is, if I think that the 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 proceeds of this project should find their way somewhere else and not go to an artist, am I a bad person also? And here's my thing
Really?
because
Wait.
I so here's my thing. Here's
Okay.
my thing.
Okay.
I
Yeah. Let me hear it
find
out.
I find it very you we t- so what was it? Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We were talking about how like the whole idea of being quote unquote performative, right?
Yeah, with the
And
Davido's
what
jacket, right?
and, and what that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I in this moment, even if the intent is for good, this is what, and Dante, this goes to our conversation during the Davido thing. This is still a form of performing to me. And I think the automatic assumption is that when somebody's performing, it is negative. And I can
I
still
was
see.
about to say you should provide a
Yeah,
disclaimer
and
for
I
guys that
can
don't get
still
it.
see, so that's the automatic assumption, but I can still
Mm-hmm.
see this as a performance, and even if
Because it
it's
is.
not
Yeah.
a negative light. And so that is what I see this project as. So if I'm sitting here and I'm like, I kind of feel bad for saying I didn't like the second song or the third song because if I say I don't like it, does that mean I support them and what they are doing to our country? That's the first part. And then the second part is that I don't like if you're earning money off the thing that you are fighting against, does that should the money be going to your pocket even though you are speaking on that? And it's like, aren't you just basically performing to earn money from a trending topic? And that's kind of the other side.
Bellama,
Wait, let her finish the thought. Let her finish the thought. Let her finish the thought before
oh,
we
she
ask the
wasn't
question.
done. I
Yeah.
thought she was
So
done.
so that's the other side to it. And I think ultimately, like, the question then is, if Falz comes out and says, oh, a portion of this is going to help X, Y, and Z, like, will that make people feel better? Or will it now force us to go and listen even though we don't like the music?
What? Okay.
Wait, Dante,
God. Okay.
Dante,
Wait,
before you answer,
so wait,
you just know that it was me
okay.
that was interrupted. Please, please,
Yeah. No, I know Sleepback I had the flow technically at the time.
let's
But
let's
Sleepback, do you mind if we addressed some of her points before
just
we
I
get
just,
back to you?
I just want to answer. I just want
before you
to answer
answer.
Sleepback, please. Yes. So
the
Dante, go ahead.
the thing of charity. If he does it, great. But rather than view it from the lens of the way you structured the words, let me paraphrase it. Is more so. doing something good, and if money happens to come from it, it's just an addition. A lot of people benefit from doing the bad things in the world. And if like money is a plus for doing something good, that's that. And also just because the song is uh I don't know, activist coded or whatever you call that type of music, doesn't mean you have to like the records also. Like those are the musicality of things is still based on your own preference at the end of the day. But the message is good, that is undisputed.
Right. Okay. Can I quickly respond to, I guess, the latter part of proceeds and whatnot? First off, Falz is a tax-paying, living, breathing Nigerian that has his frustrations, like everybody else, right? He just so happens to be a very brilliant rapper, a very brilliant musician and artist in the sense that he can relay his frustrations into his work. And at the end of the day, he is working. He's doing his work. This is his bread and butter. This is how he labors. It doesn't matter if the sentiment or the topic or the concept of it has to deal with a lot of what's happening in society. Granted, like, it would be nice to see some of the proceeds, or at least encourage people to listen to the album, but I don't think he's coming with this EP to outsell anyone else or to make groundbreaking commercial efforts in there. I don't see that as the play here. With an EP of this scale, I don't think it's a full blown. I mean, based on the concept as well, I don't think his mindset will go towards that. To encourage, yeah, I'm not saying just to encourage people to tap into it. I don't think people need to be encouraged. Outside of the fact that they are experiencing the same shege that he's experiencing. I think that's encouragement enough. I don't think he needs to do the. I think that would be tap dancing. I think that would be performative, even if he even tried to make it a thing about, the efforts are going to go towards which organization exactly would he stand behind now that his proceeds would go towards in order to make a thing, right? Yeah.
Just to be clear, I'm 100% like a Falz fan, and
Yeah.
I love this. Like, I love what he stands for in his music, but there was something that I think it was either Dare or Slickback said that sparked me asking those questions, because I think it's the idea of you saying, well, everybody's going through what he's saying. Mm-hmm. Yes, everybody's going through what he's describing, but say it was not Falz, say it was a different person with a different like social justice song or project. Is it so out of place to then say, while I'm experiencing what you're describing, I honestly hate this song?
No, I think those are two separate things. Of course, like I don't think. Of course, there's people that don't like moral instruction. There's people that even though
because it's freedom fighter music does not mean it's good music.
I don't think that guarantees the music being good.
Yeah, and I think that's the guilt to it.
I understand that.
The part about like him deciding, like, not that he's gonna make anything crazy from this, but the part of him like, oh, what if he gives to charity or whatever, that was just a by the way comment, because I wanted to address the fact that we've talked about performativeness,
right,
and I think like when I mentioned the fact that I think you can be performative even positively. Yeah. This is a perfect example of what I meant by that.
It's all performance. Everybody's performing.
Everybody's performing.
Everybody's performing.
That's where I'm looking at it as. And so it's a very, like, I think it's because of the topic at hand, but it's a very interesting place to be in. Yeah. Because there are people in the world, which Falz is not one of them, but like there are people that see something as quote unquote trending or popular and decide, actually, let me attach myself to this.
Belama, let me even help you. Let me even help you with your point. There are people that want to escape from their realities right now. There's like, that's an innate thing to want to escape. People talking about Olodo uprising, right? We're talking about comedians that are goofy up in the internet doing crazy shit, and the audience encouraging that, quote unquote. The audience encouragement. It's brought out of escapism, bro. Like people don't want to be reminded or to be gloomed in to or tied down to their realities. Hence why somebody can listen to a Falz album and be like, I don't want to be reminded of that shit, right? I don't want to remember how many kids have died in school. I don't want to be reminded of that. And it's so sad that that's the reality for some people, is that when things happen and they are feeling the grunt of the economy, they're feeling the grunt of it all themselves, they're looking for avenues to just to let go, just to escape from that mindset. So if somebody that has a justification to not listen to Falz or not even try to tap into music that connects to the times right now, I can absolutely hear it from their own preference point. Is that I don't, from my own mental state, I don't want to be reminded of this, and they can live in their own oblivion, right? But they can service or they can pay into some other things that doesn't remind them of their realities, and people just want those pockets and wants those avenues to do that. That's I didn't even want to bring up the Olodo uprising thing, but I just felt it was like a
Yeah.
there's a clear parallel with wanting to escape. Like people, do you think people are listening to Pella because like he's or people are paying attention to him because he's somewhat compelling? I don't think that's the case. He's just another avenue for people to turn off their brains. They're probably you'll be working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Pella is on live stream at 10 p.m. bro. Like you just want to be able to have something to let go, right? And that's where the encouragement quote unquote comes from. And then you see the numbers come in, and he's all of a sudden he's one of the loudest voices in the generation. It's like it's going to happen, and it happens in any striving or any like impoverished ecosystem. There's so many pillars in the US, bro. Like I think it would go down to the number of people that are not even brilliant to an extent to compel conversation. You know what I mean? But yeah. But yeah, what are you saying? What are you saying?
I was gonna say two things so that we can move on, but
Yeah.
real fast. Like, the first part is like the Olodo uprising thing is only new to people that have not been on Twitter. Like,
Yeah. That phrase too is very, yeah.
yeah, and you're not wrong that people are trying to like log off checkout. But
Yeah.
I think specifically as a Nigerian, it speaks to a Nigerian problem that we have, or I won't even call it a problem, but it's a Nigerian mentality, that survival tactic that we have, where the only thing that we know how to do is we only know how to like manage or distract
Yeah.
ourselves, like,
Yeah.
and we do it as a way to survive. We are very much like innovators in the sense of we won't create something new, we just essentially like I'm trying to find the right word because I'm forgetting the exact word to use right now. But essentially we adapt. That's really what
Yeah.
it is. We're
Yeah.
an adaptive society. So we don't fix things, we don't change things,
We
we
just
just adapt.
adapt to whatever the
And
situation is. Yeah.
yeah, and so like that's literally what it is, and it's definitely a Nigerian problem. So yeah,
Anyway,
shout out to Falz though.
Anyway, coming back to the music, yes, I mean for sure, like you're not a bad person if you don't, if this is not your cup of tea to not want to listen to, right? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
make you a bad person.
And apart from, we also got like Africane's EP,
You
but
see,
Yeah.
you see, you see, you see,
Sorry,
you
slick
see.
back.
Don't
Yes,
forget
yes, yes.
feedback.
Slick back. Is that's unbelievable.
that's lovely. Do you know what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This entire space, Slickback has been in the audience for me. So even as I'm looking at the thing, Slickback is a listener. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, he's here. He's here. Slick back. Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
telling
Spaces
you,
have been messed up like that. People will
I'm
be
telling
in the
you,
speaker section and they'll look like they're listeners.
I'm
Melon
telling you
Husky
that
will crumble.
Sure,
right
when
now,
African was here, that's why it was fun.
right now on my home phone, we are only four speakers. Everybody else is in different rooms. I'm the only speaker here. I'm telling you.
Hello.
Melon
My room.
Husky will crumble.
Okay. Now this is why you should not be interrupting Slickback when Slickback is talking, because all these speeches and the topic that people went on for the past 10 minutes was not what I was talking about when I said Dari and me are not in the same heaven. the reason why I came here to talk about the Falz EP is not even about the societal message. It was because I enjoyed the music.
It's because you actually enjoyed the
The-
music of it. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Gotcha.
I enjoyed.
Basically the opposite of Darius' perspective.
Yes, that's why
Yeah.
I said he's not going to the same heaven as me
Yeah, yeah.
because he did not enjoy Mommy. He did
But
not
slip
enjoy
back, I
Falz.
knew that's what you meant now.
Oh, okay. I didn't because you were saying that. I thought you were talking about
No,
that.
I was saying based on what Darius said, like, is
Oh, okay.
not liking the music a bad thing?
Right.
Okay. Now about the music, the second track, if people that are
The priest?
starting, yeah, the one with the priest. So the
The
original
priest.
song is not a Falz and priest song.
Is it
It
not
is
the northern instrumentation?
No. That's not. That's first class.
That's first class, yeah.
The second track is not a original Falz track. The second track is a viral track that blew up from an underground artist on TikTok that was voicing his frustration about
Oh, you're talking
the
about Cody.
government. Yes, that's the second track.
Yeah, the person is
That's
featured
now
on the person is featured on the
Church Mind.
Church
yes,
Man.
that's right. And that is the track that they now like Falz now took and featured Priest in and also brought the guy, which is also brilliant.
His name is Cody Climax.
Yeah. Now the reason why I said I love the music part of this EP
Of this
is because
project. Mhm.
everybody in the EP is an underground artist. Everybody in the EP.
I mean, Priest had the #1 song in the year, but in the country. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Like when I mean like underground, it's like I'm not like he's working with like younger people.
Yeah. One of the fresher sounds.
Like,
fresher artists for sure.
Yeah, he's working with like Gen Zs. Like we have our own reality that is different from how the millennials like have like. So I really really enjoyed that the fact that the people that he worked with are really really young.
Yeah,
and I really really enjoyed the second track because of the societal message, not the societal message, because of the story of how the track came about. Like it has been blowing up on TikTok for like a long like underground track.
Yeah.
Then I just also want to use this avenue to also highlight one of the voices, not the voices, but like one of the people that has really made my year, and that is Finito. If you don't know who Finito is
that a mixer?
Finito is a Mara producer. Now, one of the best EPs to come out this year is Never Lazy 3, YKB. Finito produced every single track on that EP.
Wait, this flag, Veneto is not just a Mara producer. Please don't do that.
Yeah, I know, but like,
He's been around for a while.
but like his recent work is like Mara focused. The track that he did with Falz, I think is the only track I forgot it, but it was Mara focused, and in the societal messaging that he was like that Falz was speaking on the
Wait,
was
wasn't it AYK that produced all of this? Am I confused? Am I confusing a few things here?
No. Finito was one that produced the partner track in that.
Which one? Which track?
I didn't record.
Okay, I'm looking at the credits now. Finito is on the last track.
Is it Ole or yeah?
No, not Ole.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say it.
That last track.
Yeah,
that last track. And what he was saying in the last track was like, everybody's dancing, but like this is not the time to dance. But the beat is actually a Mara beat, which I thought was phenomenal.
Juxtaposition.
Yes, like I enjoyed the music, and I just want to also use this point to say on Never Lazy 3, YKB and Finito went crazy on the Mara production. Mara is the future. People should leave Afrobeats and 3 steps alone. Leave jazz mode to do what he wants to do. We're still getting there to the new music.
I guess what if Mara does what it should do, it's gonna become Afrobeats. I know. There's been lots of people that are trying to separate Mara from the Afrobeats. Oh, this is not Afro. I'm just sitting there like clearly. let's just wait. Let's just wait. Just one or two Davido features here and there. Then that definition is that separation is in the gutter.
Yeah, I have an agenda to push where we are talking about like other new music because I noticed something, but I genuinely just enjoyed the musicality
Of the files.
Falz.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and it was a very very like it was a repeatable EP because from the intro, I didn't even know when I listened to it, and I was back at the intro.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
out of the project this weekend that I listened to,
Right.
this was the only one that I could like listen to like consecutively. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was
Nice.
like,
Nice. Nice. Yo, we're kind of running tight on time tonight. Obviously, making transition back to hosting. So I'm just so please bear with the early cutoff tonight. But real quick, we can do a rapid fire of some of the new releases that you guys loved because there's a good number of releases this week.
Please.
So just give this is just an open floor. Just give a good shout to whichever
You my
song.
faves.
Which one?
Budge and No 11.
Okay.
And what
The snippet looked fire. They were borderline rapping on that.
Understand me.
Understand me. That's the name of the song. That snippet was crazy.
It's into my vein directly.
I was impressed by I was impressed by 11's like spitting. Like his lyricism. It felt very
11 did his thing for sure, but
yeah.
I can't lie. Budge's verse.
Yeah, okay.
I say was hitting harder than crack. I can't lie to you.
Mad.
I don't know what 11 was doing, but you guys got
What?
You're just hitting.
Are you serious? From Bryson Tiller to Black, like that, like melodic rap type of flow. Nah,
the beginning of the verse. I like the end, like when.
But you didn't like his verse.
Nah, bro, No 11 smoked that, and this is just me going off of a snippet. This is me going off of a snippet.
His verse, but Budge specifically.
I'm going off of a snippet.
I was like, yo, what the hell? Yeah,
Right,
melodic rap. What's it called? Verse of the year. Ask me.
Man.
Another one that I really enjoyed was I actually enjoyed Joeboy's single "You Belong to Me." The one
You Belong to Me. Nice.
Yes, it's called YBTM, but yeah, "You Belong to Me." That's what it actually says. I actually really enjoyed that. And then the other one, I think the last one was Oladapo. A record with Remy Bagings and Enemy. I loved that record. And so far, what was your agenda?
Okay, my agenda is that record. There's a Patek record, and Patek by Ribena, and you people should be waiting for Jazz World to sue all of you. That's my
I'm crying.
Yes. Jazz World is going to sue all of you.
All right. Any other new music? Any other new music? Just wrapping up right now.
But yeah, those I think those are my standout three.
Nice.
For Oladapo, that's 3 singles in the last year, and all 3 are fantastic.
Nice.
And then my 4th one, even though the song has not fully come out, I made an MP4 of Slick.
Sure.
If you can hear my voice. If you can hear my voice, drop that song already.
Bro, that's Slick. That snippet is. God damn it. That snippet was insane.
You can't tie me with a straight jacket. So
long as and he's actually evolving and shape-shifting, bro.
Bedu has not bedued like this in
bro.
Please,
Victoni. That snippet, insane.
Yeah,
insane crack, bro. Anyway, I'm excited about that record.
That especially that the beginning part, baby.
Yeah,
I've sang that thing, my brain can't stop thinking about that part.
Ama vocals, Ama, yes.
Amanda put on a show.
Yeah, it was Ama.
Wande Coal.
Yeah, bro. Nah,
Anthony, please do something for me.
Yo, he's different, man. He's special.
Dilemma is right with all these snippets. Like, it's giving me anxiety. I really want the song to be really good. Like, I don't want that snippet to come out and then it's really good and then the song comes out and it's like another song. Do you understand?
Hello.
Because This is really giving me high expectations, especially with all the videos I'm seeing on TikTok. Oh my god, I feel like people are bringing out like Sony cameras to film these videos. Like
Bro,
extremely
like there
good
are people on
content.
Instagram who have already started using it as their dump, like picture thing on
Yeah.
So
Instagram.
you
Like
know,
it's
you guys want to
outside.
know what's
No, that record's
want
gonna
to know
be
what
crazy.
you know what's funny?
Yeah.
What's her name? Is the voice on it? What's her name?
Ama, yeah.
Yes. So that's how bad it is. Is we've gone and found who is the girl that is singing on the
Of
song.
course. I mean, it's
Also,
let her know
yeah.
it's one of the
Shout out,
bigger
shout
influencers and artists as
Shout out
well.
to Amado.
shout
Yeah.
out to Amma, but
Shout out
also
to
shout
Ama.
out to Pepe because Pepe did the needful. Pepe sent
Yeah, I
me.
shared the MP4.
He
Do
sent
some
me.
illegal works. I love
You
it.
fucking
He
Um,
sent me.
It was
Wow,
wait,
Pepe,
wait,
you
Hold
wait,
put that one
wait.
over
on.
I
here.
extracted it
Hold on.
from the video. I didn't do anything he did not pour
Video.
out.
I know.
Pepe, you put
He
it over
sent it
here.
to me. I turned it into MP3. I uploaded it into my Spotify local file.
Mine is on my
So
Apple Music.
when
See,
I
there's this thing called patience. I don't know if you guys need to learn about it. It's called
I'm so
patience.
sorry, I don't have it. Did you hear the
It's
bedding?
called patience. It's a nice
Velema,
P
I'm coming
word.
to
That
wait, it's
when it
now
comes to
on my
Victoni, nobody
Spotify,
should be patient with
and I
that
just
guy.
Oh
Wait,
man.
is it the full thing? Is it the full thing or like a
No, the 57
No, the
minutes.
snippet,
I've
the
been listening to the
snippet.
Oh, how
snippets.
would they
I
get
I
the
was
full
already
thing?
like, huh?
don't
They
worry
got the
about
full thing now.
Don't say
Alright.
how would you get it, oh you don't know. You don't know. What if
LOL.
we find it?
Anyway, a new Ayra feature with Pegy Goo. I don't know if you guys typed it, woman.
Yeah,
Yes.
it.
What if
Ayra Starr on house
Ira,
music.
what was it she said? Peggy, talk to me.
Oye Consola, you will always be great in my
but
eyes.
she's
Shout
she's
out to
Tell
Amen.
me,
Peggy.
tell me another artist that is this versatile.
no
Nobody
she's
else.
Like
no
name,
no no
name
no.
them.
When it
no,
comes to music, Ayra is
wait.
Dora the Explorer.
Do,
She should be on Love
She
Island.
is
do,
literally Dora the Explorer.
She should be.
do you
Love
know
like
what that song just made me realize? Yeah, you really cannot know the extent of this artist until they work on that shit. Because to be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know if it's me. I'd never imagined
What?
it's you.
Ira
Naomi,
on the house.
Naomi, let me
House.
complete
What?
your point. Let me
I
complete
promise
your
it's
point.
you.
So
I
No,
might
No
be
no
what
no.
is
Maybe
wrong.
you guys
I
were not
said I don't know
listening.
if
no
it's
stop.
just me.
You guys were not
Yeah, no,
listening when she had a David Guetta
Some of them
feature.
shouldn't make sense.
like you
It
guys
Maybe
must
I
make
did.
remember when
I
she
did.
did that?
Real lovers,
No,
real people remember the
No
David
no no
Guetta
no no.
feature. Real
Why did
people
she add?
remember Girl Next Door. Like, what are
No
you
no.
talking
This is.
Hold
about?
on. What's her?
No,
You
no.
guys remember Ayana Nakamura and
Mm-hmm mm-hmm
Yes.
I
mm-hmm.
never paid
okay.
but
attention to
that's
these songs.
because it's
This is like my
Yeah
first
that's the problem.
set.
Wow.
That's the problem.
This
What
is
I've
my own
learned today is that
first
me, Ima,
introduction to.
Belema, and Miss What's to you are the only real Ira fans in this group
that's
yeah,
not
because,
true.
Me,
Exactly.
you
excuse
guys,
me,
Drop that.
No,
No,
you
it's not
guys
true.
you guys
that's
forgot
a
the,
lie.
the the era where she was dropping a feature every week.
Stop that.
dog,
She
This is my own first introduction to
she did
something
everything.
like that.
She did everything humanly under the sonics of a pop act from Africa, but she did everything in terms of the styles and shape shifted on all of
No,
them.
she's very versatile.
Versatile
she's
is
very
an
I think
understatement.
versatile. But
versatile is
here's
the
the
word you
thing:
should think. And I think
after
when you say I couldn't see this, nobody's expecting to see this exact situation.
Yeah.
What you're seeing is the potential of this situation. So she has shown us time and time again that she can blend into different spaces, right?
But then it's
And
true now. I said me.
possibilities.
I didn't see the potential. I said me.
and that's why we are whacking
Wow.
you.
And
How
that's
dare
what
you
you're
No,
not
doing.
see
It's
that?
me now. It's me.
Nami,
I
How
want
dare
you to
you
see
not
it.
see
That's the issue. Fix up, bro. Fix up.
Yeah, well, it's me. It's me
No,
now.
please. After
Like,
I heard that Babe on Big FU and I fell in love with the song, I was like, yeah, Ira can really do anything. Like, I'm
yeah,
only
Mm.
she's
waiting for her
good.
to jump on
She's
K-pop or
really
something
good.
and then
She's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, she definitely
Really
has a
good.
K-pop feature lined up somewhere. I think it's written
see,
in the
I knew
stars.
it.
It's
Let
written
her
in the
just
stars.
complete the,
It's written
the
in the stars,
genre
man.
collection.
Anyway, man. Be sure you
I
guys.
enjoyed this
But
song
you
Speaking
guys don't
of
talk about
going to
Davido
uprising,
new
because
song.
did
you
anybody
Why?
guys,
Oh
listen to
shoot.
it?
guys,
Sorry. So yeah. Oh, did you guys talk about the rising? The
The what?
the uprising.
YC dropped an album now.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm
I
trying
don't
to
Who is
know
connect the
what's
That
rising?
dots.
was last
happening.
What's
week
Whether
now.
rising?
That it's not new
whether the
music.
kid
It's not new.
transcended his album.
Did
No,
we
it's not new
did,
music.
did you guys tap in last week? Because I don't think I after the
Sorry, who
missed
is
interview.
rising and what is rising?
YC,
YC was
YC.
good.
Oh, YC.
If you
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Okay.
pretty
listen,
sure we
YC
mentioned YC on a previous
uprising.
episode.
you did right. Because I'm trying to see if
I'm
I
not
caught it.
sure.
I didn't catch it. I
I
didn't
think many
catch it.
people who listened to it spoke about it
I didn't catch it.
on a
But
previous
to be
episode.
honest, does he have a focus
But you know,
song?
there
Does
are
it
a
have
couple projects we are not even talking about. But I think time is on our side, though.
Yeah, time is not on our side tonight, unfortunately. But
Well,
appreciate
there's a
everyone,
Magic
man.
surprise EP. There's a Barry
Yes,
J
Magic's
album.
Atom 2,
There's a
Barry
magic
J
surprising
album.
detail.
Yep.
I'm just hearing
Yeah.
very
It's not a
many things
surprise though.
today.
It got
Oh.
I'm
announced.
sorry. I'm sorry. For something to be
You said it wasn't surprise.
and you know
Well,
what? You know what? Let me
Aren't you surprised?
surprised about
The
I have
drop
my
now.
king.
No, me, I'm surprised. I did not know it
Miss
existed. My bad.
Ozzy,
Alright,
yo,
so because
I miss you guys on space, man. I won't lie, bro. I miss you guys, man.
Ah.
Say
So
that
let
to
me
some.
see,
compile
wait,
this. You
see,
people said
we
Magic's dropped. You people said Wande Coal dropped. You say Ice dropped.
Is that Andrew surprised?
Ah, God. Many things
see
are surprising me.
Davido,
Sorry.
Davido song. We didn't talk
Okay,
about
no,
it.
we
I
actually
don't
need to
get to
talk
talk
about.
about.
Okay, so who has
Yes, we
listened?
get to talk
No.
about.
To be fair, we've not talked about the single
I'm sorry.
itself.
My
Talk about the
bad. My
Davido
bad. It's
song
my
was
We've
bad.
not talked about the single itself. Okay, anyone? What's the feeling of the song itself?
I thought we spoke about this though.
No,
Faintly,
we only
No,
talk
it
about
was it
the
was it was
about
about
the
the
we didn't talk
announcement.
about the song.
It was
Yeah,
mostly
we
about
didn't
the
talk about the
announcement.
actual
album
single.
rollout.
Yeah, it was about the announcement. But yeah, any thoughts on the single itself? I know someone mentioned it's a 3-step direction. What else?
I really like the production of the single.
I really
I
love the
also
song.
like the
Okay.
I like the hook and all
Okay.
of those things.
Okay.
I think it's a song that will really bang in the club when we are shouting. I know who I be, all those kind of things.
It's
It's
catchy.
also
Is it catchy?
yeah, it's
Very
catchy. It's also
catchy.
I'm
I
sorry.
think it's
Can I
also
say something?
what
Like I want people to continue talking about this, but every time I hear I know who I be, all I can think about is the gospel song I know who I
I
am.
know who I
And my
am.
brain is
I know
trying to
who I am.
separate these two.
do you know
S- It's
Pepe?
not
Do you know how
working.
that's the only thing that's also been stuck in my head?
Yeah, like every time they
I'm
say
glad
it, all I
yeah,
keep
but
thinking is I
that's
know
still
who I
You
being
know what?
am.
catchy too.
That
It's
are you
being
done?
catchy.
I just want to go over the song.
So it's it being catchy and all of that. And I also think that for all the flack we've been giving him, I think the video also comes together because it's sort of like the storytelling of how there was this tussle with his own father
Mm-hmm.
about
Becoming an
what it
artist.
should be and all of those kind of things. So like I think
Mm.
that comes together and all of that. So
Okay. Okay.
I think it will bang with time and in the clubs and all of those things. So I
Okay.
think it's a
You
good
see,
record.
Now, real quick.
my own thing about the song is I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. Again, what Davido can do on 3 steps on a piano or whatever, he has been really good with it. But I just feel like he always supersedes my like wherever I put him with that I'm a piano sound. I think it would have made a lot of sense if this guy starts his career. I mean, if he listens to a lot of South Africa songs growing up, because he just knows how to work with those guys and it always come out nice. And there's something Charles would always do that I really love, and he did again on the song. There's this thing he does with the songs that he always puts the catchy side of the song at this background sound that comes as if it's an echo, a faraway echo, trying to find its way into the song. I think he did it at the beginning of the song. He
Yeah.
Yeah,
did it
dope stuff.
forever. Yeah, yeah, I really love it. And I don't know. I don't talk about how the song is going to do the number wise or whatever, but one thing I cannot take away from the song, it's a very, very good song. I love the writing. I think I've seen 2 or 3 persons on TL trying to talk bad about the writing. I'm like, bro, are you guys not listening? He's trying to pass a message across. Like, yeah, he's trying to pass a message across, and I really like the song. It's going
All
to do
right.
well in raves. It's going to do well in clubs, and yeah,
All right. All right.
so yeah, it's a very good song.
Just
If I had added anything, that's the only thing I would have added. That it reminds me of the fact that raves are really big in Nigeria right now.
nice.
Yeah.
Now, just on a side note, when I'm here, I know who I be. I'm thinking about Adekunle Gold's passing on the stop when he goes, "I'm not moved by what I see. I know who I be."
Exactly, oh,
that
Emmanuel.
was my first thought process.
We're coming up with.
No, but I think it's
I
what to
know
say. Yeah,
why.
maybe we are heathens. We do. Our mind didn't go to gospel on that one. But appreciate you guys, man, tuning in tonight. Obviously this has been the first one in a long time, so I'm excited. Missed you guys. Yeah, for myself. I'm speaking for myself, clearly. Jeez. Anyway.
Please permit me to say something.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this because I don't know. For tonight, I'm going to be a stats guy.
Okay.
According to Spotify,
Mm-hmm.
the news I saw, Omale's album is the most streamed Nigerian album in 2026 so far.
Don't.
Just because no, because
okay.
Some people had to come and say, some things about their favorite album. And I'm like, you know what? This is my favorite album right now.
Gotcha.
So I feel like I need to just say that.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
You.
I wasn't expecting that.
Like
yeah.
That. It feels no. The thing is that Spotify made the announcement, but it almost feels like you're pushing agenda. So shout out to you.
No,
Guys.
you're
I'm
definitely
not an
pushing
agenda
agenda because I know there's a debate about
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Okay, this is perfect timing for the internet to mess up. I've been your boy Emmanuel with Belema. I know we'd have definitely loved to wrap up with the moral of the day. But yeah, it's been a good night. We're about to run out of time. So appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys next week. We out. Peace.